Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
Sorry, guys, I don't have all those joints to throw out like here. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. I'm Julio G. I'm co-hosting today. My man B Real, he's out of town with Cypress doing some shows. Where are they performing at? Do you guys know?
I think the Astoria tomorrow.
Where's that?
In Europe.
In Europe. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. They're going over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Astoria is London.
Oh, is it Astoria? Yeah, the Astoria, London. There you go.
There you go.
They're going to be in Austria.
Austria
sorry.
too?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Those
you
are
can
fun
get it.
spots.
You can get an Austrian shirt that says, "We don't have kangaroos."
That's right. That's right.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, check it out. Julio G. I'm in here in the house today. I'm just going to kind of roll with it because B-Roll hit me last minute. He's like, hey, you're going to be hosting the show, so just get ready, man. You know what I mean? But I got my man C- in the house today.
What up, everyone? Happy Tuesday.
We also got my man from Bart's Barbecue. I didn't know Dustin got shadow banned. I was trying to find him on Instagram right now. He's like, nah, bro, I'm shadow banned. He's in the house too, though. Your event looked good, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
The event was crazy.
That event looked good, man.
Turned out really well.
That food looked really good. And of course, we got Steph in the house from Deftones, of course, always getting down with us.
Yeah, everybody, what's up? Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, and then Psycho Les, world famous Beat Nuts.
What's
bro.
poppin'? What's poppin'? Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
baby, we here.
That's right. We in the house. Check it out. Today we was talking about off the air. I don't know how we got into the conversation about freestyle music.
Right.
We were talking about freestyle music, especially as Les.
I mean, it started off with me saying that because Javi played me a track, and I was like, yo, we could get No Sarah on that.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, what?
No Sarah, and I was like, yo, she got. So that's when you
yeah, I was like,
I
oh
was
man, no, Sarah, that was our favorite record coming out. Summertime.
you started mentioning all these all these artists on Sleeping Bag, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize that No Sarah was on Sleeping
Yeah,
Bag.
she was on Sleeping Bag also, and there was a lot of people on that label, man. But we were talking about freestyle music and talking about how like it was from New York and how we got down with it in L.A. on a hip hop station. You know, we used to play it on 1580 KDA, and then C- you was talking about how you got it in Bakersfield, right?
Yeah, man, because like it was a trip because not only did we know you guys were giving us the hip hop, we also knew you were giving us freestyle, and that's what we called it as well. So we always, whenever you guys played something that was hot, we were like, ooh, we got to immediately get 2 copies of that.
For sure.
Because you guys hearing you guys, play No Sarah as much as you guys did, that made it a DJ essential for us.
Yeah, and I was saying that it's like freestyle in our era was like what you would call maybe the reggaeton today in that way, because it's like a separate thing of hip hop for the Hispanics, right?
Right.
And that's how kind of we did it too at our dances. It was like it was freestyle time. It was like, okay, now we're gonna play the freestyle because that's what the girls really like. And we did too, you know what I mean? It would turn the club up for sure, man.
Oh.
But Les, I want to ask you, because you're from New York, give us a breakdown of like the freestyle that you remember like in the beginning.
Freestyle, all like I said, it's a Latino thing out there, but also like you would see all the Italians, everybody,
Into it.
Into it. They love that. So
Who was big in New York at that time? Do you remember? Like who in the freestyle game?
Noel.
Noel, that's right.
That's
Silent Morning. Oh.
Diamond Girl,
Diamond Girl, Nice and Wild.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had, come on.
TKA, I remember TKA. They were slamming too.
TKA, hell yeah.
TKA was-
K7.
Yeah, they was banging, man.
Cover Girls.
Cover Girls, yep. Cover
Fever.
Girls, Expose.
I was 40 plus years old the first time I heard it called freestyle. To me, it was always the Aquanet jams.
No, but it's true though.
That's
But
true
it's
too.
true. They would call it that. They
Yeah.
would call it that.
Yeah, that's true too.
They would call it that. I wish they would do like a really cool documentary on that. Lisa and Colt Jam and how the damage they did with that music and
Man,
and how
Stevie
it just
B.
Stevie B.
part of your body.
Part of your body. Then you had Johnny O.
Ooh, Fantasy Girl.
Fantasy Girl, and then you got you had so many great records, man. Then Trenier, Debbie Deb.
Trenier, dude. Come on. Oh, all night. Oh, Oh man,
That
come
was
on.
non-stop at the
Information
club.
Society.
Information Society running. Damn, you took me back with that one. That was
Oh,
another
That was a big New York joint.
big
right
New
there.
York record.
Big New York.
And then I was gonna say another one, Hanson and Davis, "Hungry for Your Love." That's a big New York record.
big,
Yeah.
big. Hell yeah.
What about Sweet Sensation?
Sweet Sensation.
I'm hooked
Yep.
on you.
That's why those concerts are doing really good now. If you
Yeah.
if you pay attention to those concerts now, they're doing them now. It's like, man, them things is 20,000 deep.
Those
Yeah,
are ti-
man.
Those
All
are
day.
timeless jams, though.
Yeah, and they're fun. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of partying going on with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was great. That was a great era, man. And you was telling us, Leslie, you worked at Sleeping Bag Records, huh?
Damn.
I used to do inventory down there, so I was like putting all records away and
Damn.
a lot of defected records that would come like with. I had an EPMD album that they printed the same thing on both sides, so they was like throw them shits out. I mean,
What?
You know, so I was like, I'll take them.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Damn.
So you know,
Damn.
but,
So you got to see every test pressing that came through.
Yeah.
Or every pressing.
I was there. I'm the one putting them away.
You
So,
still got some in crates.
yeah, I mean,
Damn.
but I got rid of a lot of stuff because I sold a lot of my stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sorry.
Sleeping Bag has a classic catalog. Did they get bought out though or something? Or
I don't know.
I don't remember what happened with them. They didn't get bought out by another label. I don't remember. It was something to do because all of a sudden it just stopped. Sleeping
Yeah,
Bag.
there wasn't any more artists. I remember like you were saying who was it? Mantronics had some joints on there, and then of course
MCT, right? Was it MCT?
MCT,
Yeah.
and then Craig Mack when he was MC Easy Troop.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, they just had. I mean, their catalog is.
Was
like,
that like one of the first labels that did hip hop and freestyle?
I think so. That did both. I'm trying to remember. Maybe Fourth and Broadway too.
Tommy
did a little.
Boy?
Tommy Boy did. Oh yeah, no, Tommy
had
Boy
a
did
little
too.
freestyle.
Yeah,
No, they had
did.
TKA.
I mean,
Information Society.
Information
Tommy.
Society was
That's
from that
Tommy
too.
Boy.
and Planet Rock, which kind of
Tommy Boy.
started way back. You know what I mean? They kept the lineage of where they could go hip hop and freestyle.
Yeah, yeah. Tommy Boy had a great label. They had a lot of stuff on that label, man.
Yeah,
you got to give them
man.
respect on their catalog. Is a serious catalog.
Man,
It's a variety of catalog. You know what I mean? It goes a little bit of everywhere.
That's
Man,
House of Pain
That's
on there.
like Tom. When you say Tommy Boy, that's classic. Just like saying Def Jam.
For sure.
Yep.
Something, you know, to me
sure.
at least.
I mean, you have House of Pain, Jump Around. When you know, then you have the Humpty Dance, Digital Underground. You know what I mean? Then Renegades of Funk, Africa Bambaataa and Soul Sonic Force, not to mention Planet Rock, which I mentioned earlier. But just
And then Planet Patrol.
Planet-
and then they had,
Oh, they had
some-
your
they had
own
players
man.
their own risk.
Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by Nature.
Pop Parade.
Hip Hop Parade. they had bangers.
Queen Latifah.
Then De La.
Me, Myself, and I.
Yep, the biggest.
Yeah, no doubt about
You
it.
guys were talking about Sleeping Bag Records. I was just going to say it got purchased in 1996 by Warlock Records.
I told you somebody bought
Oh, okay.
them. Bought it and they ruined the whole thing.
The Warlock.
No, I don't know what they did with it, but you know how it goes. You know what I
Man.
mean? But those are great times, that's for sure.
Man.
And it's like you don't have like labels like that no more. It's just like I don't know what you have out here nowadays. I really don't know how kids are really getting their stuff off. Or they even care about being on labels like that.
It's the internet now.
Yeah.
Could somebody pass me the bottle? I owe for a shot.
Oh, you owe a shot.
Oh, yeah, I was swearing it up.
I don't know which bottle we talking about here.
Yeah,
this
tequila.
Go.
Which one?
Is there tequila? Some tequila over there?
Tequila went missing, guys.
Oh, what
Someone's
the
got to fess up to that.
Uh-oh, this is vodka.
hell?
Yeah, I mean,
Bring your own.
Man,
tequila's missing.
we gotta bring some drink over here.
That's why I stay with the thermos.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo thermos.
Hey, what are you guys listening to now, though? Since we talking about the old school. What about the new school? What you listening to right now? I just listened to Games album.
I'm still.
I haven't heard
listening.
it yet.
It's crazy because he has a 10-minute Eminem diss on there.
Okay, and also it's like 30-some songs, and it's like clocks in at like an hour 55.
It's something like that. It was pretty long.
Wow.
It was like 20-something songs.
30 songs, hour
Oh, 30?
55 minutes.
It's 30 songs?
30 songs, hour 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Too much.
Kendrick, his title track, Mr. Morale.
That's a good song.
That song.
That's a good
great.
album, though.
No, that's a good album.
No.
That's a good album.
Yeah, Kendrick's albums. I really liked the Black Star album that just came out, the one that Madlib did.
I couldn't find it. Where is it?
I got you.
Okay, I need that, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Because they did something different to release it, right? Then they didn't just release it on a record. You had to do all kinds of stuff to get the record, right?
Yeah, well, if you want it, you got to go. You got to download the Luminary app, and you can only listen to it on there.
Oh, okay.
As far as like, but I think
Why do you think they did that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know that it's definitely it's
I think it makes it difficult for the people that just really want to hear it. People like me at my age, like I just want to. Can you just put it up, bro? So I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to hear your record, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through all that
Yeah.
rah just to get to your record. You know
Right.
what I mean?
No, I mean, it's a really good album too, and it's it's very surprising that like that it's not out there on the level that it should be, because it's when you hear
They're
it's
phenomenal, of course.
Dude.
Madlib, come on.
Madlib, all production, and and just Most Def, it back just woo,
Fire.
and Quali killing.
No, they are. Those are top notch MCs right
Yeah,
there.
right there. So I've been listening to that. Bunch of rock shit too.
Yeah.
Like I owe 5 flips.
Uh oh.
Yeah, I owe 5 flips. I'll do a shot of the vinegar. The
apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, I'll do that.
There you go, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
You could just do a cookie.
You guys think
I'll
that
do that.
Yeah.
you guys think that 20 songs is too much for records? Or what do you think is a good thing for an album today? Like a good amount of songs.
Good songs. That's all that matters. It could be any
True.
number. If all the songs are good, you can stack them up as long as you want.
True.
Yeah.
You're right.
100%. Me and B always talk about that, and he seems to think 10 to 12 at max.
Right.
Well, 10 is where your publishing cuts off. So
Right.
I mean, 10 is should be the limit. But I'm saying if you want to put 25 on there, just make sure all 25 are strong.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. That's hard though
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
I mean,
I used to get into it with people when they would come ask me, "Hey, come over to the studio, listen to what I got." Okay, cool. You sure you want me to? I was asking from the beginning. You sure you want me to tell you the truth, or you want me to tell you what you want to hear?
that's important.
It's two different things.
That's very important.
Which Julio G are you talking to? You want the real? Can you handle that? You know, because I would tell some of your big top notch artists, bro, this ain't it. And I've done that to help a few people in their time. It's like, this ain't it, or that wasn't the single. Don't do that. Do this one, and then saved them. Oh man, how did you hear that? I said, bro, I do radio, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Don't go with this song. You need to go with this song, or you should trash that song. Don't do this one. Or there was a few people. You know who really listened to me a lot was Snoop.
That's dope.
Snoop would sit there and play me and stuff, and he would want the real. Man, give it to me raw, bro. Just get to it. Like he appreciated that. Like it didn't mean that he was gonna change everything I would tell him to do or whatever, or my suggestions. But if I said, like there was one time where he was done with his album, and I seen him somewhere, and I'm like, hey man, you're not gonna put out Ups and Downs? And he's like, nah. I said, dog, you're really tripping. You need to put that record out. That is gonna be a huge monster record. He's like, nah, man, why? Like, he was kind of like, why? I said, man, because right now, is people are going through these ups and downs. It was the economy was going through. It was just kind of that time. And I said, in that BG sample is so catchy and familiar,
Yep.
you're going to catch a whole other audience of people with it because they're going to recognize that sample. And he went and did a real quick video. If anybody goes up and looks Snoop Dogg's Ups and Downs video, he did like a real quick video of it with him in the backyard somewhere with some weights and just shot a video for it. Boom, and that record sold him another 1 million records on his album, and it went #1 in Europe. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got, you know what I mean? Sometimes artists can hear it, and then sometimes, but my suggestion is always 10 songs. I think people's attention span is very small now. I think they don't have enough time to be just really.
Yeah, it's too much music out there.
Yeah,
you know?
it's too much. So you got to get to kind of to the point with 10 songs, I believe.
I think 10 is perfect. 12 would be the max. And I also think about like vinyl pressing too. Like at 10, you could probably fit on a single vinyl,
you
but
know what?
also double vinyl.
You know what everybody's back on? They want EPs.
Yeah, no, for real.
Top 6-5 joints. Bang.
For real. I like that. I
Yeah.
honestly, Les, that's crazy to say that because when somebody puts out an EP, I'm more kind of leaning to listen to 5 songs real quick, especially if I know they're 5 of your hot ones because you're going to make a hot EP. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I am down with EPs. I do enjoy those.
You know, 9 Inch Nails did a series of 3 EPs a couple years ago where 6 songs each, just quick little, and all of, and every single song on there had its place. You know what I mean? Like it was dope to, he could create these mini albums in 6 songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, like you say, you could listen to it real quick and not go, oh, I got 18 more songs to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Exactly.
you can get the full gist of it and be like, bam, that was dope.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, Steph, I wanted to ask you because a couple of weeks I already came to this show and I keep forgetting because we start talking. I wanted to ask you about something because you're in I don't I guess I would consider it the rock world. I guess
Yep.
I was curious because like in the hip hop world you have
Rock star.
so many people that they like I noticed that they don't rap live. They rap over the vocals and they rap over that. That's what like kind of kids do nowadays. They don't really care about being live on a thing. But how does that work in the rock world? Have you ever seen? Do you gotta go live on that, or are you getting laughed at? How does that work in you guys' scene?
Well, I'd say the majority of everybody in rock, metal, live music, majority of people are performing their stuff live.
Mm-hmm.
But there are definitely acts that have backing tracks and stuff like that. If you're running on a click track, you could easily run on a session and have other tracks playing that aren't there, but they're part of the song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's nice to have that, but yeah, no, I mean,
It's pretty much live.
we're playing everything live.
Yeah, yeah. How Deftones, they go all the way live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Frank, our DJ, he has, he's playing a lot of keyboard stuff, so he's getting a lot of sounds from a keyboard
Right.
synthesizer, and but he still does, some, the older stuff is where he was on the turntables and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's why I like the rock music because you guys go live. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
Steph.
I enjoy that, man. I enjoy like it's
You-
like a hell of a ride.
You said that you do live shows to the click.
No, we don't play to a
But
click,
some
but I'm
do?
saying there's bands that play to clicks,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
the click track, and they.
So they got headphones, I guess, and they
Yeah,
hear this
no,
click,
they're in
and
ears. They
just-
can hear the click. They got, like I said, if they're running tracks, they can hear that
That's
stuff too.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine hearing a fucking click.
I can't.
I said a freaking.
I'm gonna eat this cookie as my.
I don't know if that counts. You can
Les,
eat
how
a
do you guys
cookie.
do it? With how do you guys do it with Beat Nuts?
Huh?
Beat Nuts, you guys live?
Yeah, we just do it live,
Need some drinks, Don.
Because that's
Come
all
on.
you. That's all New York rappers do, though. That's
Yeah,
it's part of your culture.
we just had a big show this weekend that just passed with Brand Nubians and Diamond D
Where was this at?
and ATL.
Wow.
So it was dope. And so I get there. We don't travel with a DJ. Usually we use the house DJ.
Okay.
So in this case, it was a reggae event. This reggae DJ, he has no clue about nothing of hip hop. So it's like, I was like, I'll do it. Boom. So I'm throwing the joints and running to the stage, rock the crowd, and then coming back, flipping it and playing with it.
Yeah,
Up
yeah.
and down. Have fun with it.
That's what I tell all the young artists, man. Please just play your music live, man. It's so much more fun to do it that way. You get better at it as you go. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And when you do a great live performance, is you win the crowd, and everybody else is rapping over something that you just beating them right out the gate. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
definitely we spit it live.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna hear my voice that day, however it sounds. If it sounds like crap,
Right, right.
or it sounds like that's the version you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, why do you think it is that kids gravitate towards? I mean, I know none of us like when we hear it, like, but why do you think the kids do
I'll
gravitate
tell you
towards
why.
rapping
I
over the
think
track?
I think it has a lot to do with their DJs don't understand that. Their DJs, they just want, and I don't want to sound like I'm blaming the young kids. I don't want to sound like I'm talking down to them or you're not good. And it's not that at all. I just want to give you, as an OG, just some advice because I've done it for so many years, and it's so much fun to do it. Like I said, when you do it live, it makes. You may record the song one way, and then you do it so many times, you actually find a different flow for it and different pockets for it and different little things that you could do live that changes it up and gives it a different experience. But I think what happens is, like myself personally, like when I DJ for people and I see them do that, I'll give you a good example. Burner, when he came on tour with us, he was doing that. And when he was on a tour bus with us, I was like, hey, after like the first few shows, I was like, hey, Burn, like, I would tell you, man, you need to find your instrumentals, man, and start rapping live, dog, because Be Real does his live. So we were doing like Be Real live, and then we were doing the vocals for him on his part. That's the way they were editing them, you know what I mean?
Oh wow!
And so after like the third or fourth show, he was like, oh. I said, it's just a difference, man. And little by little, he started getting, every show he was getting somebody sending him another instrumental of his stuff, and he would add it to we would add it to the show, and by the time the tour was over, he was fully live.
Nice.
And then now I'm sure he appreciates it now because it was some good advice that I gave him because I knew he can do it. It's just sometimes I think people they have DJs that just don't pay attention to that. They just go ahead, man, go, and it's cool. I just want to be at the show. Do I get paid? But nah, you as the DJ, you're responsible for guiding the artist and helping them and making sure like their show is right. At least that's how I do it. I want to make sure your show is right. So we come up with ideas for your show.
And especially if I'm gonna get on your equipment, you're supposed to tell me, okay, this is how to freak the mixer. Okay, this is here. Just
right.
You know.
Yeah, you gotta school the artist. That's why, you know what I mean, and help them out as DJs. So I think that's why the young kids, they don't really have DJs like that. You know what I mean? They just have their homie or something, and they don't know explain how to tell them, hey, bro, we can't be doing this. It's better if you go live. Because, man, I've seen some shows where it's 30,000 kids bouncing, and the guy's got the mic down here, and he's just, and that's cool. But I'm like, bro, you got to be doing this live. Like, how do you listen to yourself up there? You're just playing your music on big speakers. That's what you're basically doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's my advice to young kids, man, that are getting involved in the music business. You know what I mean? You want to do it live. It's fun.
Big G, speaking of these young kids and this young music, what do you think about Capitol Records giving this big record deal to this virtual MC?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
A virtual MC, they just signed him to Capitol Records right now. He's signed.
This is what I think.
Way.
Look him up.
My shot of Mama Wanna.
No way.
They just the biggest deal, Capitol Records right now.
What's a
Like virtual? He has green eyes. He has these green dreads, and he's like, blah, blah, blah,
Wait.
blah, blah, blah.
Like in the meta.
Yeah, in the metaverse.
like a metaverse?
Here it is right here.
Look,
What?
That's your boy right there,
your
bro.
boy.
So wait, he got signed
He just got signed.
to
got
Capitol
signed, bro.
Records.
Boom.
You think he renegotiate his deal?
Yeah, I was
You think he can renegotiate that deal if he wanted to? Come back and say, hey, bro.
go see him perform. It'll be like a
Yeah, it's
Light
going to
show.
be. I seen something that Snoop Dogg did. He kind of jumped in the metaverse already, so he's got a space in there somewhere where he's going to be doing his live shows.
Wow.
from and things like that. So,
When you can make the people believe and make believe like it's real, then you can do that.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
And people will get behind it.
Yeah.
100%.
Not me, because I want to see you live, bro. I don't want to see I don't want to see those.
I don't really believe in the man behind the curtain.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody hit
Making
me
the
up.
voice. That could be anybody.
Anybody.
Right.
No, for sure.
I got
You know?
this gold-plated bridge for you.
So
Hit me up.
So that's one. Does someone own that, or is that just like is that one person's?
Yeah, I guess that's one person that he comes with the features and
Wow.
and he's always gonna rap and he sounds like this, your regular trap.
Yo,
That's crazy.
that's super crazy.
So basically, they're going to have just virtual DJs, and then that's it for DJing.
No, because there's somebody that's behind it, though, right? There's
Some-
there's
Yeah, there's
actually
a guy,
a-
yeah.
Yeah, but then they're going to pay one
Actual
person to do 50 DJs.
I'm pretty sure there's an actual rapper behind this that
Yes.
does rap and
Yeah,
songs.
but it's presented as a
this
digital
guy.
character.
Yeah.
A virtual.
Yeah, I can dig
character
that.
in the metaverse. The metaverse is a crazy place. It's like people. I remember when it first was crazy, people talking about I'm buying property in the
Yeah.
metaverse, and
You
it's
said
like
it, man. Crazy.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
It just but here we are.
Yeah, you're here. We're here, bro. We're here.
Right?
I mean,
Hey.
how do you not know you're already in the metaverse within the metaverse?
You're not.
All right, Dustin. Thanks, Dom.
That's going to be interesting when we go, we'll see.
Dude,
People are going to be into it, I guess, but I want to live in the real world. I
Real
don't
world,
really
all day.
care about
Yeah.
jumping
I like
into fake worlds.
I'm not about the.
Yeah, I want the real, authentic world. You know what I mean? It's cool. I'll play with it like a video game once in a while. I'm sure my grandkids will be like, Grandpa, we have the metaverse. Okay, cool. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where this technology is going. That's for sure.
yeah, I like a.
That's a real titty versus a computer titty.
Right.
I mean, when you put it like that,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Exactly.
dude.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I want to feel the records, bro. I don't
people
care
like
about that.
computer
You know what I mean?
hey,
Hey,
I
you
like.
want to hear the grooves.
Some people like computer titties, just like
Hey, some people.
That's all they
do.
grew up on.
that's all they got.
That's all they grew up on.
Oh, wow. I mean,
That's all they grew up on, bro.
It is.
They don't know nothing else. You know what I mean? That's all I know, bro.
I weaned on a digital titty.
Yeah, man, for sure. with the digital girlfriend and everything.
Twerk.
Dude.
That's crazy.
It is
I got a
great.
girl, but she's in the metaverse.
I can't bring her out.
She got green eyes.
She's not allowed.
She's so hot. She is so hot in the metaverse. You got to see her, bro. It's all me. That is all me.
That is all me. That is mine.
That is all me in the metaverse. See, Midas, let me ask you about some DJing stuff. What's going on in the DJ world? Where's the technology going in there in that area? I've seen so many kids doing so many different things now.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I don't know. Like
Some people hated technology in the beginning. They were
yeah.
against it.
a lot of us
Yeah.
were, you know what I mean? And I remember when Serato first came out, I was kind of resistant for a few years. But eventually J-Rock showed me and was like, and I realized I could put hundreds of, at the time, before I got into the thousands of records, but I could put hundreds of records in my computer.
Right.
And
Without carrying those crates.
Without carrying those crates.
That's what I loved about it. I was like,
it was the convenience, because for so many
crates,
years,
bro, crazy.
we had to carry
Crates.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
If we were looking at like a 4-hour gig, you're taking like 6 to 8 crates.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, because you had to make sure you had enough, just in case of wherever the wind, blew, as far as, in the party. You had to go in that direction and be able to do it. And now you can basically do it with a computer. You can have everything you need. And even, where you don't have that, you can download it real quick and be like, bam, here it is.
And then get home after the party and have to take all that stuff out of your car because you don't want to warp those records. Don't be too faded. I used to be the tough time DJing. When I used to get home 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm tired, bro.
Tell me
And I'm like, I can't leave these records in here, man. I gotta get these things out. Oh my God, 1, 2, and the third one. Dog, that DJing back then was no joke, bro.
Hey, that happened to me. I left a crate of records in my friend's car
They were done.
in summertime in Bakersfield. Oh no! You know what I mean? And it was like I just went to the record store and bought like 5 or 6 new 12 inches. I was stoked. And this is my party rocking crate, right?
No more.
I woke up the next morning, 8 o'clock.
Ooh,
That was a mountain of bent
that
wax.
hurts.
Yo,
Yeah, it was
I
like a
remember,
little puddle.
I
It
remember
hurt.
losing a studio bag full of records and back in the days with DATs and all kind of 45. But I lost it to going to watch KRS-One that night.
Really?
So that's the good side. I gotta always look at I was like, yo, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Les? How do you feel about it? Because I know you DJ. So how do you like the technology with the DJing right now?
It's cool because it makes it light to lug around. You don't want to be so I'm gonna go with that. Unless
You know what I like?
Unless you pay me extra to bring crates out,
do a wax
so that's
set,
how we do.
Yeah.
You pay extra for that. Extra cheese.
I like to see there's a lot of female DJs now because of the technology. I think it brought in a lot of more females
Absolutely.
to be able to play. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good females out there that I've been watching. I'm like, damn, that's really cool to see that. That's what I love about DJing. It makes it very even for women to get involved too. It's not like a male. It may look male dominated, but really a female can walk in and do the same thing a guy can do. It doesn't has nothing to do with that. The mixer and the turntable is going to be the same. It's just I think women have another perspective of listening to music too. That's why I like listening to girl DJs sometimes.
One of the hottest DJs right now on Twitch, DJ Missu from Bangkok.
Really?
Yo, incredible. Check her out.
Female.
Well, you touched on this.
All underground hip hop, like crazy.
Word?
Yeah.
Really? What's the name? I want to check her out. What's her
DJ
name?
Missu.
DJ Missile. I'm gonna check her out.
You touched on this for a second, but not in the way I'm putting it. But like you're talking about the ease of, you don't have that track on you, but you can download it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's an awesome thing to be able to do, but it's also like the thing that makes it less than what it used to be.
Absolutely.
Because back in the day, you actually had to have that record. And you had to find that record because they weren't just all available everywhere.
Nope, you're right.
And you had to physically go to that record store to buy it.
No, for sure.
You had to go and, okay, this is the one I need. Oh, I need this one and this one. Then you go.
And how many times did you go and they didn't have it and you just drove all the way to Glendale? That happened to me many times.
So
Damn, you don't got another It's Time? Oh, my God.
So we're of the generation that came from the birth of DJing, and I'm just saying, like, that's DJing to me still, Like I still look at it and I'm like, where's the records? I mean, I understand and respect Serato and all this awesomeness. That's the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when the real DJs had real vinyl, they had real records.
Yeah, for sure.
They knew how to put records together without a computer to sync that up.
Right, absolutely.
they were already synced on their knowledge of music.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's just I actually kept all my records. Not
Dope.
all of them, but I kept my wax.
Yeah.
I mean, I kept it for my daughter, actually. I said one day, just,
Dope.
if you want it. But she wants to hold them. I said, you should sell them one day because I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I don't want to sell them. I want to keep them. I want to keep them so the kids, my grandkids could trip off that one day. And I'm like, you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, you're right. Maybe it'd be cool. Like maybe 30, 40 years from now, you pull out a record or something and be like, I got a record of it. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be a trip.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's again, that comes back to what we were initially talking about, playing live. You know? That's the live part of it.
Yeah.
Is the actual record. Yeah, you're playing a record, but you're physically playing a record.
Right. No, for sure.
Touching it,
Yep.
scratching it.
Hey, do you remember like how we used to like if you were playing as a DJ playing a record, if it skipped in the middle of a party, people would go,
Oh man.
boo! You would get booed for like because if you make exactly
Not nowadays.
not nowadays because nowadays people
they
are like-
understand. They're like,
It's
it's a vinyl.
that's on vinyl,
Yeah, it's
and you're like,
Yeah, with the needle that has to be balanced on there perfectly.
Right.
And you're out there slamming the other, on the deck.
Don't have nobody bump the turntable either.
oh man,
yeah.
dude, that
I
was
was
the worst.
dancing hard and jumping.
No, but that was
around.
real though, man. You got to scratch on a record. You're like, oh,
And everyone turns around and goes, hey,
Oh man,
yo,
you're
bro, what?
killing vibes with that.
And
yeah,
especially if it's the skipper one that just
just
like, oh no,
skip to my loop. Oh,
yeah, skip to my loop. Oh my god.
dude, those
mean-
are the worst.
You know what I was just thinking? Like the good thing about today, digging in today's times, like from back then, is that I could get a lot of stuff imported from like wherever, Japan. I'm buying records overseas. They send them. Back then, we wasn't doing.
No, I know. You
You had to get to the store.
Yeah,
and
whatever you can
go
find.
dig.
What was the hot spots in New York? What were you guys used to dig at for like? What did Beat Nuts dig at when you were in New York?
We was hitting up conventions. We was hitting up crates everywhere.
Word.
On the streets, wherever.
Really?
See
You guys just-
crates, we would just stop and grab whatever we seen.
How did you guys used to do it though? That's like what did when you were because everybody I used to dig for records. I used to go like off certain names, but I mean,
Yeah, covers.
how did you do it?
Definitely the years, because anything like 70s and up is gonna be funky. It's that era, and then you just look at the musicians. There's a lot of drummers and
Yeah.
bass guitar people. So, yeah, little things that you would know. Oh, this is gonna be dope. That he has a dope producer or something.
That's what I used to do. I used to go and look at all the names,
Yeah,
and then I would go and find like, oh damn, I think I remember this guy's name. He played on this too.
Bob
Okay, I'm gonna
James
grab
or
it. Yep.
something. Bob James.
Oh,
on
you
the
gotta have
drums
it.
or something. So you're like, okay, this might be hot.
Yep.
So
How much did you spend on records before you like? How much would to find one beat? Do you think you would spend on records?
I would spend my last dollar and go home broke
Me
with
too.
that beat.
Word.
But that beat, I knew I was
worth
about to flip it and get my money back somehow.
Right.
For sure. I remember one time I found like three records in this one stack and I was doing bad. And I went to Hollywood to get these records. I was like, damn, bro. Hey, man, I got like 4 of these left. I ain't found nothing. Nothing. And the last 3 records, they just, each one of them had something stupid. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this money back. I'm going to get this money back. Oh, I'm going to make a hot beat out of this one thing. Yeah, no, digging, I spent a lot of money digging for records. Just
yeah.
to get one record.
Yeah.
Just to get one
I
sample.
used to get in trouble with my moms too. Like she all the time, like I spent all my money on records. Like, so then she's like, "Yo, so next time you're cold, you throw them records on your back." She would give me money to go buy a jacket or something, and I'll come home with records. Like,
Dude.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. What about you, Minus? See, Minus?
Records?
Because you do DJ, so I know you dig for a lot of records.
Oh yeah, I still do. It's funny because I still dig for.
It's never ending.
No, to talk about what let's talk about. I remember when people switched over to the Serato. I always remember like a lot of the DJ homies that we would all talk about. As much as people started going to Serato, a lot of people were like so. They were so enamored with the convenience of it that they were like, I'm going to sell all my stuff. So then certain things became available again. And then that's when I kind of started saying like, ooh, I'm going to start filling these holes in my own collection because I know if some of these
Somebody's
cats,
selling them.
yeah, if they're selling them, then I'm going to find them.
Yeah.
And then I started finding all the things I needed. And I was like, ooh,
Yep.
okay. But it was all about, you had to know where to go.
Right.
And so I remember like, oh, yeah, man, hey, yeah. Oh, you're going to sell your collection? Where? Hey, let me see it before you
mastering it.
before you sell it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, it was just things like that. Or just you would find, someone just brought their whole collection and you'd be like, oh, dope.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Having that record, that is because they're not a whole bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
Some records there be hella prints of them. You can
Yeah.
find it everywhere, but there's just some. You ain't gonna find them.
Those promo versions, you would get from being on K-Day, and you would get them first, and radio DJs like yourself would only have them before anyone else had them.
I have those.
Woo!
That's what. Okay, so this is what I used to do when I was working on 92.3 The Beat in the 90s. They would give me the singles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they would give me the albums too. So nobody ever really wanted the albums. They didn't care about wax albums. They cared about the singles, right? Me, I used to grab the singles, but I would think of my daughter. I said, I'm going to keep these albums because one day I'm going to have my daughter sell them, right? So I would always put them to the side. Now I have this crazy collection of all these albums, and they all of them have that stamp that says it's a special, what is it called? Promo only.
Not for sale.
Not for sale. Yeah, I have those.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much the other day I was pulling them out. I ran through like 20 of them, and all of them had. I said, they pretty much all. Because I forgot it was a long time ago. But now I look back on them. But I'll pull Tupac double CD, Wu-Tang. I'll pull out Nas. I'll pull out, anybody, Outkast. I pull out even just some D&D All-Stars, double wax, and Bone Thugs. I found Bone Thugs clean wax, a clean wax of theirs. So it's like those stuff you'll never find in the store.
Yeah.
So they're worth a lot of money.
I remember I had a clean copy of Sugar Free's album produced by DJ Quick.
Hard to find.
That is a super hard to find record. And if you had it, you could play any of those Sugar Free songs on the radio because they were all.
That's how I played that album on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how because I broke that whole album. So that's how I played it. It was off that. And it's funny you say that because that's a hard one to find. They didn't make like a bunch of copies of that.
Nope.
They made it only specifically just for a few people, actually, because they knew it was for the radio, really.
Yep.
But nobody was going to play all those songs on the radio.
Nope.
I'd rather give you my bitch and
Ooh,
Life Alive and all that while you bullshitting and all that, you know what I mean?
Bullshitting.
Sugar Free is special, that's for sure.
Oh, man. And that album was Street Gospel was such a dope record from beginning to end. And like street anthems.
Street anthems and just, I believe, like a whole new West Coast style that's never been duplicated again. I don't think there's anybody that said, you sound like Sugar Free.
Woo.
Nobody's ever said that.
Nope.
Like, what rapper sounds like nobody? Because nobody does what he does.
And that was part of those times too. You had to make a full record of hits. You couldn't just put out a record with a single and then a bunch of songs.
No,
The whole record had to be a hit record. Just all of them.
Yeah.
And the best thing would be when you got those street records, like those Sugar Free records. He's got like a couple. He's got that nice "If You Stay Ready" record and all that. But then he got "Why You Bullshitting," "I'd Rather Give You My Bitch," and "Fly for Life." I mean, he has those records, and those are like street anthems. Like those are hood street anthems right there, straight up. You know what I mean? So that's why Sugar Free is very unique to the West Coast and just is his whole style. So mad props to my boy Sugar Free. A real pimp too. A real pimp.
He is.
That's not a fake pimp.
No, 100%.
That's pimping. That's real pimping you hearing all that all that game he's giving you is real spit.
Real pimp
man.
slaps.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, one time he came through the Friday Night Flavors back when we were still on the radio, and he came by just to kick it. And he's like, oh, no, I just came over here. I had this girl over here doing this, I was like, oh, and I just put two and two together. I was like, yeah, all right, hey, man, you're more than welcome to chill as long as you can. And I just realized, yeah, he's got game. Like,
yeah. I went to a studio session and at Paramount Studios one day, and he was recording, and he had his peoples working Santa Monica Boulevard while he was in the studio working. That's why I was like, bruh,
cold as ice.
Oh my God, Sugar Free. Sugar Free is a cold PIMP.
Man,
he's no faking this. Ain't no faking the funk. Yeah. You hear a lot of rappers say this, pimping this, pimping that, but this guy's authentic. That's for sure.
That's the G.
And a good dude. I love Sugar Free. He's a good brother, man. His whole camp, man. DJ Quick and Black Tone, all them guys, man. I love those guys. AMG, everybody.
Every time I ran into both those dudes together, it's always been all love, man. Those dudes are like 100%.
They stood the test of time, too. I think this new generation is really appreciating the West Coast, like the 90s West Coast.
Yeah.
And giving a lot of love to those artists right now because these younger kids are like getting on them songs and they they just hear just the vibe on them. You know what I mean? It's just so West Coast, and it's just it's a great vibe.
The 90s is born out of the 70s.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
No, it's true. It's true. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Literally born out of the 70s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even hearing like when Kendrick did King Kunta, that was such a DJ Quick style beat that I was like, oh, I hear like where it was like coming through. You know what I mean? Like, and that was like, okay.
I always
Dope.
say that DJ Quick doesn't get respected the way he. I don't think he is getting the right. He didn't get the right respect.
Love.
I don't think so.
No, he's very underrated. Well, I wouldn't say underrated, but like, he's one of my favorites.
Me
Top,
too.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
top 5 for sure, 100%.
Absolutely.
DJ Quick.
They want to be like Compton, fool.
Yeah, I mean,
All his albums, he's been so prolific with his music and his album. I mean, from Balance and Options, Rhythmalism, Way Too Funky. I mean, dude.
All the
and
quick
he's
through.
once again another rapper. Excuse me, from the West Coast that you don't hear nobody say somebody sounds like him.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to his wordplay and everything he done, his style, his pocket, it's like nobody else is on the West Coast. He doesn't rap like anybody on the West Coast.
100%.
He raps like him. Like he has his own style, his own pocket, everything he does. And then I just believe like his music is I don't know, I compare it to Dr. Dre.
Yes.
I do. I just really
100%.
put him right there. He's not Dr. Dre, but he's his own version. I don't know who I would compare that in the 70s. Two fly dudes that both produced, and they were both badass. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's to that effect. I just think that people need to give DJ Quick a lot more respect for like the music he's done and the producing and the mixing of his records.
Yeah, bro.
When I'm on speed,
Hey.
faster than most. Party from coast to coast.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Like, as far as if you ever wanted your record to sound crystal clear, you would have him mix it.
For sure. For sure.
And he would give you everything you needed and some more.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
Like-
That's the first thing I listen to when I hear his records.
Yep.
The sonic of it. That's the first thing I listen to before I even get into the beat.
Yep.
As soon as it comes on, the first thing I'm listening to is the mix of it and be like, damn, the way he got the bass with the drums and he's just, it's just, I'm telling you, he's really, really an incredible. I listen to music that deep. I don't just
Yeah.
listen to the beat and the lyrics. I actually listen to the mixes of certain songs and the way they're mixed. And I always read like who mixed the record. Because the
You
mixes.
heard that, Dom?
Yeah. Because who mixes the record at the end is really the most important thing, right? I mean, right, Leslie, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it is the mix that the beat can be
Yeah.
destroyed with the mix.
You could have a hit, but if it ain't mixed right,
Man.
it's gonna sound like
Yeah, it's not going to cut
Yeah.
through.
On the rock side, I remember I would always check for Andy Wallace back in the day. You know what I mean?
You know, it'd be pumping.
Because it'd be mixed right. And he did Slayer's Rain and Blood. He also did.
Chaos AD,
Yep. He did
Helmet.
Helmet, Rage too. He did Korn Untouchables.
Faith No More.
Faith No More.
Damn.
that was a thing with us too. Like back in the days, we would have a certain engineer that he would do all our albums, and then we had that sound. We already knew that we could,
He can get that.
we could rely on him on what to do. And so shout out Chris Conway.
Chris Conway.
No, that's funny you say that, Les, because I seen you the other day. I was at the house and I was doing something. I said, let me put on some beat nuts.
Yeah.
And so I put a couple records on, and I was going to ask you about that.
Like
You guys' drums always-
he makes Watch Out now. He makes
No, I know
all-
they
all
sound. The
those.
drums, everything was just so popping on them records. You had those drums so
Yeah.
they were just perfect, and it wasn't like they were some fat ass drums either. There was some dope drums on
Tight,
them records,
tight.
but they were tight. But they cut through.
hit, yeah,
They hit.
boom.
Yeah, that's why I love those records that you guys did. That's crazy you say that. Who mixed it for you? Because that's very
That's
interesting.
important.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. That's why I give DJ Quick mad props. A lot of people don't know about
Hell yeah.
the mixes that he's done. He's done a lot of different mixes for a lot of different people,
Yeah.
including a lot of Tupac stuff you guys heard and other people's stuff too. So, mad love to DJ Quick, man.
Yeah, shout out to our producer, Terry Date. See, we hooked up with him because he makes stuff sound great.
Exactly.
And, the majority of stuff he's done is, he has not just produced it, but he also, engineers and mixes a lot of the music too. So it's all, under his hands. And he also did Sir Mix-a-Lot, Posses on Broadway.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, that song.
Big
goes
record.
Big.
Big record in the
Still.
in the 80s still, but at the time, At the time, we were on the radio at that time, and that record right there was like monster in LA.
Yep.
Like it changed the game actually in LA. It slowed records down, and it was just the 808 in it. It was just so subbing that it was in everybody's car. My posse's on Broadway. Me and Kid Sensation at Home Away from Home. It was out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Oh my God.
Hey man, and the video. Remember the video?
Yeah, man.
Dude,
That's a hit right
them
now.
Cruising. Oh man, that record, yeah, life changing.
Oh yeah, for sure. LA banger. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Shout out Terry Davis. They tell you that's the rock game legend, but he also got Posse on Broadway.
That's crazy, bro. That's mind blowing. My mind is blown right now.
Hey, did Terry mix the last record too?
Uh-huh.
So he mixed and produced and engineered. Woo! That's a bad man.
Yeah, he's great.
It's
Dude.
important, man.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is like you got to give LA his credit because LA was very open to music, and we allowed everybody's music to breathe here. Like
Yeah.
he was from Seattle, bro. Nobody
Yep.
knew his first record we played from Sir Mix-a-Lot on the radio was Square Dance Rap,
Yeah.
and it was totally different than Posse's on Broadway. It was like but it was a dancey song. Yeah. Oh, we love that. Oh man, we love that. Man, that was so good at that time.
And he was rapping in like an elevated voice, right? Like,
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot. And then Posse on Broadway came and boom. You know what I mean? But yeah, LA we were really open to like we were talking about earlier with the freestyle music, the music from Seattle. We were open to whatever it was. We just mixed it all together in LA. That's how we did it as DJs out here.
Hell yeah. From the way you guys were so open to everything. I mean, you guys were also, it taught us to be like open to East Coast, West Coast, everything. You know what I mean? Because it was like as long as it was dope, it just had to be dope. It didn't matter where it was from, and if it fit the set you were in, then you could play it.
And, that's
And
what,
if you cut it up right, cool. People loved it.
Yeah.
and that's what made the 80s great, because that's the decade of everything blending. Like everything just started coming together then. And then we had the 90s.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then we had the 90s. I mean, hearing you and Tony G cut up Know You Got Soul on 2 separate occasions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It totally influenced the way I cut up as a DJ, and just, me, Chalk and Baker Boys, like, we were all just like, we would just trip how you guys manipulated, and that was our first,
Introduction to that, yeah.
and what would later be known as turntablism. You know what I mean? You guys, the manipulation of records, and just getting everyone hype off each of the bring back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh
Right.
man, dude,
Right.
that was like.
But you couple that with the actual knowledge of the music, the songs, you know what I mean? Like, what songs went into other songs. Like, it wasn't like you were just picking songs you like. No, you knew the ones that where everyone complimented each other right in. Like, a part can go from this song into the next part of that one, and it's like, it's still the same groove,
Right. No, absolutely.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Hood. When you hear a song, I mean, have you ever been this way? Because I used to kind of look at songs like this as well. When you hear a song, if you immediately know that you like it, do you think, what can I mix with this, or what can I mix out?
I used to do that, yeah, because I listen to music a little more deep than like just the vocals and the music. I always like listen to the kick pattern and what type of swing it is in, and then I listen because I'll think of another record like that. I'm like, oh, I know that'll go into this, because I follow a lot of the drums, doom, da-doom, doom, da-doom. So I'm thinking of another da-doom, doom, da-doom, da-doom, doom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So that'll go into that cool, smooth, right? So I'll always like listen for little things, like especially the drum pattern. What is the drum saying? Because I don't want to flam drums with each other. You know what I mean? Trying to force a mix in.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like just because it does mix and they're both at 90, it doesn't mean they really mix. The drums are flamming with each other, but you're not really paying attention. A lot of DJs won't. I do. I listen to stuff like that. I want it to be kind of in the same, thing, or not. I'm gonna cut out of it a certain way. Yeah. Not even have to deal with the drums and just skip that and go to. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what to me is so great about the DJing of the past, because you're performing it like you're not just playing records, but you're actually performing on an instrument. The turntable becomes an actual instrument, and the music that's being played are the sounds of the instruments that you're hearing. So you take parts from this and that, and you're putting together like the song you want to hear, but it's out of other people's songs,
Right, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. It's telling a story.
I remember like having like what is another one bites the dust. that wouldn't be probably something I would play somewhere. But the beginning is so dope with the drums that I have to as a DJ, I have to play with that because it's just those drums are so just. Those are the most beautiful drums. Mixed and everything on Another One Bites the Dust, the beginning, you know what I mean? So,
Same for Zeppelin. You got
man.
all the Bonham parts.
Oh yeah, man. There's certain records that it's like, oh, I gotta cut that. Like, oh, that sounds so. Even if it's just 4 bars, I gotta bring that back a few times and cut it and play with the snare. And it's just, you're right. It's like an instrument. You know what I mean? You get somebody's music and then you make your version of what you would want to do with it. But that's what turns a lot of people on. Like I said, if you do it right, you can make somebody love a song just by you cutting up the beginning of the record and be like, man, I gotta get that.
Yes.
All our records was pretty big for that.
For that reason. Oh man,
no, like Watch Out Now off the books is like you get little breaks in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it must be amazing because I seen somebody killing it on one of your records the other day. Some DJ was just doing something crazy to it, and I was like, damn, how does that feel? That's when you hear that though. Like, I mean, as an artist,
it feels dope. But you got to also remember we was DJs, so we know what we like. So when we was making these records, like thinking like
you
DJs,
set it up like that, like give them that piece.
Yeah, we give them little breaks and little things.
Man, that was hard, bro. That's so hard. That's so hard because you gave them some good breaks. That's for sure.
Which was always, again, another highlight of watching a DJ. You know, they drop in them little nuggets from songs you ain't never heard in your life, but this the part right here is, you know, like making songs out of just little drops, little bits.
Little 1 bar, 2 bars of funk.
And if you knew how to bring it back, you could elevate the dance floor and the party just like everyone just starts getting into it. Next thing you know, it's just, man, that's a beautiful thing.
That's why, I don't have nothing against the newer DJs today. I like that they have the technology. I think they play with it a little bit. They do a lot of things that we couldn't do because of the thing with the records. You know what I mean? Like being able to move from one place to another immediately. Yeah. It was impossible for us to do that. You know what I mean? But to see kids today kind of manipulate that and kind of take it in their version of how they would do it. I heard some kid the other day getting down. He rocked he sampled something into the thing and he made the thing go into another whole song, the little guitar loop part. Wow. I was like, thought it was genius. I was like, man, that was really dope, homie. Like how you did that. That would rock the party, and he had the party going nuts when he went into it, and they loved it. So it's a this generation has their version of what they're doing with the technology. You know what I mean? So it's
absolutely
cool to see
one
that.
turntable and an MPC, and a mic. You crushing the world,
man. You can
do a concert.
Yep. It's one of the best things ever to see, like, as far as technology too, like seeing where these kids, like you said, are taking it, man. Some of it's like, whoa, like it's mind blowing.
It is. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's mind blowing.
And I'm like, all right, we couldn't do that. Like that's, that
right.
shit is dope.
And that's cool because that's, like I said, every generation they take it to. You know what I mean? The generation before us, they couldn't do their turntables wasn't 1200s.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they couldn't do
fact.
Grandmaster Flash and them didn't have 1200s in their time, but they still made it happen.
Yeah.
But they looked at us and be like, "Damn, I wish I'd had them turntables when when I was coming up." So every generation is gonna step it up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Which is, well, again, like I said earlier, I don't hate on Serato because it's the result of all the back-breaking work that everybody did going to it.
For sure. No, that's for sure because that's exactly what it is. It's exactly all the things that we couldn't do. It's like they fixed that for us and made it. You know what I mean? So you could spend less time worried about that and go focus on the music and being creative with the music. I want to shout out to DJ Livia. I love Lil Mama. She gets busy.
Oh hell yeah!
I really enjoy watching her. She is really, really, really good to watch, man. She's doing her thing. So so keep it moving.
What up, Livia? Yeah, she was on the show a few years back.
Yeah, I'll be checking her out.
Yeah, she's cool, man.
Super dope.
Hell yeah.
Another chick you gotta check out that she DJs, Natasha Diggs.
Yeah,
I've seen her too.
Soul on the Horn.
She's New York, yo. She's been holding it down for a minute.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She's cool. She's hella cool.
Hell yeah, man. Well, check it out. It's Dr. Greenthumb Show. Julio G, I'm sitting in. We just having a good time just talking about talking about all kind of stuff. In a minute, we're gonna jump on and do these what do you guys call the submission things?
Yep.
Yeah, we got a few minutes though. You know what I mean? So,
That's right.
So and make sure you hit the like button, please.
Hey,
Yep.
look, we're still talking about DJs. Let's not leave Dustin out.
Oh, that's right.
I was gonna say I'm still here. People in the same time. I think
Go
I'm
ahead,
asleep.
Dustin.
I think I'm sleeping or
Tell
something.
us
Dude.
about your DJing.
DJ
No,
Ninja Moneybag.
I do not DJ. I do not DJ.
He used to be a DJ back in his college days, and he went by the name DJ Money.
Ninja Moneybag.
DJ Ninja Moneybag.
I didn't go by that name. That's what they named me.
That's that, but you went by it.
DJ Ninja Moneybag.
That's, well, they used to call me Moneybags in the fraternity because I bought all the stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, well, now you got a DJ too." I'm like, "Great!" And they're like, "We're gonna call you DJ Ninja Moneybags." I'm like,
What did you DJ? Like what kind of music?
It's like just I'd put one record on and then switch it over to the next one until the we lived downtown in Long Beach, like where all the Crips were at. So they came over and started coming to our parties. And I'm like, that's cool. If you have a DJ, you can come to the parties. So eventually they started DJing my parties.
Really?
And I didn't DJ at all, and they were just chill. They come over. I said, just hang out and don't do anything stupid. And
That's right.
And we just partied with all the neighbors, along with all the college chicks and everything else at this fraternity we had.
Really?
DJ
with the
him.
Crips?
Yeah.
The Long Beach Crips.
Yeah, down right on Lewis Street, down like
Really?
where VIP Records was at.
No way.
Yeah, that's where we used to have I had this house I rented out because we didn't have a fraternity house. So like, I rented this house out. We turned it into the fraternity house, and we like filled the backyard with like sand from the beach. Had a beach volleyball court back there. Had like these crazy jungle juice parties like every weekend.
Damn.
All the neighborhood hoodlums came over and hung out and just caused no problems. And it was all
Really?
cool.
Mad
The
40s.
only ones that caused problem, there's some Asian gang. They stole a bunch of our radios one time, but then all of a sudden the radios came back the next day from the.
They wanted to get up in that party.
They don't want to be back at the party.
Why no invite though?
So it was
Wow. I never heard nothing like that.
Yeah,
man.
I did.
Crazy.
We did it for like maybe almost a year and a half before we finally got kicked out because the whole roof fell off the house.
They straight literally brought the roof down.
We brought the roof down at one point, so the landlord said it was uninhabitable, the house, so we had to leave it. So that's how much I pretty much. I didn't get my deposit back on that one.
Wow.
They party hard.
When was this, Dustin? What years?
I was it was in my
Early 2000s.
I was at least 21, so like it would have been like 2000 yeah, like 2000. Right, it had to be right on 2000. Yeah,
Steptown was right.
yeah, pretty close. 2000, 2001, somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, so Long Beach was active at that time.
Well, I
too,
mean,
so-
I was already like 21. I already went to like community college, and then I went there as 21, and then no one wanted to let me in a fraternity because I was too old. They thought because they couldn't tell me what to do. So I found this one fraternity. They only had 8 guys in it because they just got a bunch kicked out. So I'm like, hey, let me pledge you guys, and they said cool. And then within like 6 months, I was like the treasurer of the fraternity and ran the finances, and was like, if you don't pay, you don't get to come to the house and parties. So like I was like the
Wait a minute, let me get this right. So basically, it's like being in a neighborhood. It's like when you pledge to. I didn't go to college, so I don't really know about that. So
when you try to get in a fraternity, they like select who they want to be in there. So everyone has to like pledge and like try to like win them over. But when you're 21, they don't want you. They want the ones that are 18 because the 21-year-old, they're not going to tell you what to do. I already know what to do. So they want like the guys that are 18 so they can mold them into like whatever they want. But if you find a fraternity that literally got shut down like the year before you went to college there, and they only have 8 people, they're more than happy to have whoever.
I'm just saying it sounds kind of hoodish. You know what I mean? It sounds kind of like it's like a gang. It's like basically we don't want you. You're a little too old for the hood. We need a little youngster.
Ninja money bags, B.
Ninja money bags from Long Beach. You ain't heard of me?
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
man.
Bro, you ain't heard of me in them streets of Long Beach?
Oh, man.
You ain't heard of Ninja money bags, man?
Chopping it up.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Chopping that weight.
That was my college days.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
I finally got kicked out of the fraternity because they said I partied too much. They said that I was out of control, so I got kicked out, even though I brought all these people in. Eventually, they said I part. Well, hey man, you went to my party the other day, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just imagine what I was doing in college.
Oh my God.
With,
That'd been crazy. Yeah.
It was good times.
Party on, Garth.
That's a crazy story, man. I didn't know it was like that.
That's how it is. I mean, if you want to join a fraternity, but I mean, I didn't know no one like at the college, so I was like, well, I got to have friends somehow. So.
And what happens when you get out of college and a fraternity is over, or were you guys?
I mean, a lot of those guys keep. I don't.
They stay in touch.
I don't. They do. Yeah. I mean, some I do, but not most.
Wow.
But some of the, they totally are just like hanging out after college too. It's just like it's like a brother-hood, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they kicked me out of the brotherhood, so I guess
That was it.
It's not that strong.
You're not really a brother.
Yeah.
That's right. You're at B-Real TV now, though. You're good, baby.
Yeah, you're good now, though.
You're all good, man. You got into a new fraternity.
Yeah, it's a way better fraternity this one.
That's right. So I guess they told me that we're about to go into these submissions, right?
Oh yeah.
It's time.
It's time.
Is it time for that, baby?
Yeah, let's
You know what time it is. Let's run that.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
Shout out to Snack Tone up in here in the treehouse.
Snack Tone.
Hell yeah.
Look at that,
Got
dude.
the shirt and everything.
Look at Snack Tone.
Let me shout out the Treehouse crew. I didn't even shout them out, huh?
Yeah, what up?
Shout yourselves out, man.
Shout out to everyone in the Insane Asylum. My name's Bolton. Thank you guys so much. We got Ray up in here, Morning Chat Films, and we got the Dominator.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And up for submission of the day, we got one happy mama up in here enjoying some yummy tacos for Taco Tuesday.
Those do look good.
I need one of those.
Damn, those
Those look pretty good.
It's like really good.
Is that chicken?
I'll have one.
That
I'll
looks
have
good,
Maybe
bro.
2.
2 for sure.
3, homie.
Hey, all 3. Why not? Let's go there.
For real.
Tuesday.
Look at that one tomato looking like a little heart, right?
I know.
How many beers?
You need one per taco?
No,
One for each taco.
One per taco?
One per taco.
And then just to the left of that heart looks like a little frog with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah.
A little squirrel right above the heart. See it?
Oh,
with its
yeah.
big fluffy tail.
Oh, yeah. I need to smoke more.
What are you guys looking at?
And next up in here, we got Roddy Rod saying went to the Cheech Museum yesterday in Riverside to check out some amazing Chicano art.
That's beautiful.
He's saying it's well worth the trip.
Where's that again?
Up in Riverside.
I gotta
Cheech
get out there to
Marin, yeah.
see that, man.
I want to go there. We should do like a group field trip.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Hell yeah.
Because he has like the most Chicano art from anybody.
Word?
Yeah, he has like the biggest collection of anybody.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, he's been collecting that for a
don't
long time. It used to be, I think, at his house, and somebody got him to put it into somewhere else, I believe. Yeah, this stuff that he's had it for a long time, and he's bought it from. He's got like the biggest art. From what I knew, that he has the biggest art collection of Chicano art.
Wow.
Looks
Damn, I
amazing.
want to go see all that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's Chicano culture. You know what I mean?
hell yeah.
That's L.A. West Coast too. This is what it's about. You know what I mean?
Nice,
So
look at that.
Look at that. That's nice, man.
Ooh-wee.
See, I like that, man.
Is that glass?
Yeah. Is that stained glass? Is that just like
It looks like that. It might be a painting though. Wow, that's nice.
There's a lot of stuff in
That's it right there, huh?
Ooh,
Yep.
that-
Cheech Marine Center for Chicano Art and Culture. Man, let me applaud him for that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, man. Thank you. Salute.
Hell yeah.
I salute that right there, man. Thank you, sir. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I like, man. I like people like, you know what I mean? Come back to the community and do something for the culture, you know what I mean? And to keep it alive and let people, the new generations look at, our Chicano art and everything that came out of LA from the Mexican culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And art is super important, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It really is. Like, like I can't wait to go there and just like trip out on you get lost in it. And that's
for
the
sure.
best thing.
Yeah, I like art, man. So it's, especially that kind of art
Yeah.
that I want to see that because it's closer to my culture, you know what I mean?
Yep,
so I want to
absolutely.
see that. Yeah, for sure.
And we got the real Cubano up in here saying, shout out to everyone at the table. Here's a pic of some lamb chops I made over the weekend.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Yep, looking good.
That looks saucy right there, bro.
He's also having a little cigar as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
There you go.
Smoke.
Little smoke.
You guys like lamb?
Hell yeah.
If it's
Hell
cooked
yeah.
right, if it's cooked right.
Bring it.
That's what I'm talking about.
If it's
That's
not
what
cooked
I'm
right.
talking
no.
about.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I make this. I do a smoked lamb shoulder. That like you pull it like pulled pork. Way better than it's like the best thing. It's just like with all this inflation, that's like now super expensive. It used to be super expensive. Now it's like really, really.
Oh,
so
Like,
I think one of these days, the next week or two, I'll bring it by though.
oh wow.
And we got the Senor Smoker up in here saying a little homemade meatball sandwiches with homemade meatballs.
Okay.
okay.
Hell yeah. All right. All right.
There you
Yes.
There's a sauce he's using right there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually really good sauce for
Oh.
store.
Look at that. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got to broil it.
Yes, sir.
That's perfect.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Shout out to the Senor Smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senor Smoker.
Yeah, I'll have one.
And we got Tyrone up in here saying, here's a little carne asada, some homemade salsa and tortilla chip action for
Love
Sunday's
carne
dinner.
Tortured dog back there just having to look at it like when you gonna
Love
keep
carne asada. Damn, that looks good, big dog.
Damn, that's
Love
Look,
me
it's
some
gonna have
carne asada,
nightmares.
man.
give me a piece.
I like how he has his little vape pipe right there.
Nice.
Just chilling.
Little munchies.
Yeah.
You know. Like that.
Here he goes right here.
Oh, yes. Preparation is key.
Yeah, I gotta get a new grill, man. I like these new grills I'm seeing.
I like your style, dude.
That's it right there, bro.
For sure.
Damn, I likes that.
Hungry.
And we got Smokestack Mac up in here saying, got to keep my Cypress Hill black fly shades on just in case of all the smoke that's coming to my face.
There you go.
He's also smoking on that funky field tip.
That's right.
Those are the best.
Then we also got Smokestack Mac back up in here, and he's saying he's got his Funko Pop as well, autographed by B Real and Bobo.
Tight.
Oh, nice.
And he's saying shout out to E-Zone for hooking him up with the dab rig.
Damn, he's on like that.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice one right there, too. Look
Man.
at that.
Hook your boy up.
That's a good one right there.
I like that.
And we got Luis up in here with a little homemade spicy chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
Some chicken breast pickles, spinach, pepper jack, and Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Yes, please.
Nice.
That sounds good.
Looks pretty good.
Indeed.
Just need a little better plate presentation
Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, you said it.
I was biting my tongue. I wanted to say it, but I was like, I always say it. Do I have to say it again?
Yeah, because the food did look good.
Yeah, the food was great.
Food looked great.
But the plate, come on.
I pass it over to you, Steptoe.
Was that it right there?
there. No, we got. I was gonna say we got George up in here saying hope everyone had a blast this past weekend at Bart's Barbecue's event.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That was a good time.
Let me see that.
Yeah, you guys,
That boy Bobo, look at him.
you guys are set, slayed. It was,
Yeah.
I was killing it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I seen a little piece of that C minus. That look good, man.
It was fun, man.
And then Bobo gets busy, so it was a good combination.
Bubba was putting in his steps on the drums for sure.
Oh no, for sure, because
He was
he has to
burning
keep up.
his
That's a
calories.
whole different tempo.
This looks dope.
That's fun though, man, to be able to do playing congas like that, man. Playing along all these different grooves and
Yeah.
playing
All
on
the
top of
grooves.
them.
So many grooves.
I know, it's just cool just to be able to do that, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We definitely had a blast. It was like any opportunity we get a chance to just, I'll play some stuff and he plays.
And when Bobo locks in, bro, when he's on that mood, when he's in the right mood,
Yeah,
when he's right, when he want to be on one, he'll snap, bro.
man.
He
It's the best.
snaps.
And it was
He
a good
snaps.
mix. The volume between the two of you
Yeah.
was perfect.
Oh, word.
You know, it was a perfect blend. I was like, all right. it's killing it.
Yeah, I like that, man. I seen the
Word.
little clip the other day. I was like, damn, that's dope.
Hell yeah.
And we got George back up in here, and he's saying shout out to Pedro and me for at the Bart's Barbecue event.
Nice.
Shout out to George.
Y'all look high too.
Look at Bolton.
What up, George?
That's a serial killer picture.
He had his own little dab bar back there going on during the event.
Got to bring your rig to all the
Yeah.
events.
I think on the next one, the 27th, we'll get a actual full-on dab bar in the back, and then
You mean
There you go, man. There you go, man.
October,
Look at him.
right?
You see him? That's how he got kicked out the first time. And if they say he has to go harder next time. Oh, next time it'll be dab bars in the back.
dab bars.
Well, we already hit the 1 pound joint, so I mean, we got to level it up the next one, right?
That's right.
True.
Dab bars and strippers.
You gotta have a
Next one.
hot
100.
dab fountain. Just dab melting down into a fucking big ass nail.
That'd be awesome.
You stand in the midst of it.
That'd be crazy.
We'll
bro.
get Kelly Blaze to sponsor it and do that for us.
That'd be
There
great.
you go, man. There you
It
go.
is, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yes, please.
You
We
don't
got-
even have to hit it. It's just got a fan blowing in all directions. Everyone just stands near it and just
That's it.
breathes in.
And we got Young Lung Lars up in here saying picked up some white truffle butter on the recommendation of the dudes at the local shop. This shit is fire.
Ooh, that was nice. It does look good.
This shit is fire.
It's frosty.
Very frosty.
Froster.
Excellent.
What you guys smoking on down there?
Whatever Pedro
It's
Yeah.
kind of tasty.
I don't know, Pedro. What'd you roll
It
up?
was good.
Yeah,
It's kind of tasty.
Pedro.
And we got El Mint up in here saying Bart's Barbecue Smoke Fest was the best barbecue event I've ever been to.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I told you.
Hell yeah.
It was
Your
like,
food is great, bro.
I told you.
Your food is great.
Hey, I got a chance to eat 2 of the smash burgers. And they were perfect. And then I had, who was the burrito with the was
oh,
it
yeah,
pork?
B-Town Barbecue had the burritos. Yeah, the burritos were good, too. I mean, everything there was pretty good.
Everything was good.
I mean, everyone said they loved the food between all the 8 people that were making the food besides us. And then, yeah, I mean, the whole event went great. It was like a barbecue festival on level 10.
Yeah.
But the next one will be level 20.
Damn.
I
We
missed.
have all this new stuff.
And the 1 pounder was off.
Ooh,
hook.
the one.
yeah.
That was way more than 1
That was
pound.
off the
The
hook.
1 pound, 1 pound joint.
Oh, the joint, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Redline.
Yeah, that 1 pound joint was like killer. Marty Brown just brought down that 1 pound joint, and
Wow.
like everyone was.
Did they knock it out? The whole
we,
thing?
2.5 hours. We went through half a pound. We think of it, and then someone we gave the like rest of it to at the end of the event because it was all.
It was just too much.
You don't want to hit that back half.
Nah.
Someone did. Someone took that. There's. I'm sure it's some other party. That joint is somewhere else. Smoked.
I mean, I'm sure that back half was still chunky in there.
Oh, that back
Good.
half was knocking fools out, but,
Exactly.
but there was no flavor in that. That shit was fucking a mess.
I made sure I was the second person to smoke it. That was as far as I'd want to go down the line.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it sounds a little.
Crazy. I seen you had it lit like a torch.
It was like the Statue of Liberty
Statue of
thing, like
Liberty,
just
yeah.
smoking on it and like big old flames.
I seen it. I seen it. I was like, damn.
The Olympics.
And next up in here, we got David up in here saying, shout out to the whole crew. Hope everyone had a pleasant and safe weekend. And he's saying he barbecued a tomahawk steak.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay.
That looks saucy right there. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Ooh.
Looks great.
Well done.
Yes.
Bring it.
Yes.
He
Bring
says
it
after
for
the
real.
steak, he's having a little smoke as well.
Oh.
You doing it right, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
It's crazy. We got a lot of food submissions in today. It's wild.
Everybody's cooking.
Torturing us.
Everybody's
I
hungry.
know.
And we got Pablo up in here saying, I rolled this blunt and joint a couple of days ago, but I'm sorry for not using a funky field tip on the other picture. Here's a nice blunt, though.
Oh,
That's a nice blunt.
Yeah, that's nice,
Yeah, I
bro.
got no objection to that. That's
I like that.
Don't
That's
smoke.
nice.
We're not rating it, of course, but that's a nice one.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love them funky field tips, man. This is a game changer, bro.
Yeah.
It's the only way to go.
Honestly, it's like I can't. I
Brought
used
all
to-
the flavor.
I used to do like the raw cones
Mhm.
because I want to do something like more quick or whatever, and those are cool too. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with those, but when you get because what happens? B-Roll gave me a bunch of them in a bag one of the times that I came, so I smoke a lot. So it's like the thing about it, you got to keep cleaning them. You know what I mean? So you gotta I didn't realize that till when I first started using them, you can't have a guy like me can't have 3.
No, hell no.
I need to have like 20.
Yeah.
I need
So
like
I could keep
300.
cleaning. You probably, exactly. You probably.
I'm about short about 300 right now from where I should be at.
I have about 20, so I'm rotating with I clean 10 and use 10, and I keep rotating the 10,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, they're just game changers. They just to me it makes you taste the weed a lot better.
Yes.
Oh, that's all. That's everything.
That's everything to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything to me.
clean.
So it's like I buy flour for for the high of it, of course, but and I get flour but it's because of the taste also. And
It's
the-
all about the taste.
Yeah, it is, and that lets you really taste it a very clean way. You can just enjoy a good joint. You know what I mean? So
And your joint rolling will elevate using it. You will definitely fall backwards when you first start because you don't really know how to use it yet. And my advice to everybody is I give the tip just a little lick, just so it's got a little something to grip to the paper. Because otherwise, it's so easy for them to fall out. Yeah, but just give it a little something. Then
you guys ever do like a little thing on here where you guys
This guy drove did a.
I had Pedro do actual rolling class.
Yeah, I should do. Yeah, rolling class. That'd be great.
For the grand prize winner of my smoke fest. So
Oh, that's
people
tight.
got a 20-minute class.
I was watching him do it, and I was like, man, I want to jump in and be like, I want to teach you an easier way.
Damn.
Hey, if you want October 27th, you can be the grand prize.
Oh, we got a video of it, you know. I would just love to do it. I actually would love to do another video of explaining it, because I think I
want to know
explain
the
it.
easy way.
Yeah, I think I could explain it in shorter terms, and since then I realized something I should have been doing all the time. You know, I give my little index finger just the slightest little lick so I can, you know, rub it in and get some grip.
See, I didn't do that, so now I'm gonna start doing that.
And that way I can, you know, I can grip the paper, which is ultimately what you're shaping the weed with.
Right.
You got the tip in there already, the paper's twisting, but with that little bit of grip, you can get down it. I go down the joint one time, and then the next move is I'm rolling it, and it's rolling up, and I'm just licking it up.
You got that down.
Yeah. I got to make you guys a new video. I could probably do it in a fraction of the time that the other one took.
Oof. Break your old record.
Yeah, and I tell you this, you know, I will actually explain to you the sequence of things I'm doing, and then I'll just do it. Because if I'm trying to explain it while I'm doing it, it's gonna mess it all up.
Right.
That's what I did when I did the last one. I was like trying to talk it out as I was doing it, and I'm just like, nah, that's not how I do it. I'm way quicker than this.
Right.
You know,
That's
so
the only thing. You're right, because when you first started, you're a little frustrated because you can't figure it out. But once I got it down,
yeah.
and now I want them all to look really nice. You know what I mean? So I kind of have it down to the point where I like it for me. But I really enjoy the funky field tips. That's one of the best inventions, man.
Yeah, I would make a new one. I would put up a little graphic with some text, some explaining the steps real quick, just so you have them as a visual. And then I would explain it. I would just basically you know, talk it out as, you know, at the same time, so you can hear the sequence. Because once I start the joint, I'm less than 30 seconds away from it being done. It's really fast for me.
I want to ask you guys all a question, because you guys all smoke. Because this is something that I don't know if it's right or wrong or how people feel about it. This is just for me personally. But I see like people that'll buy like really good flour and have something really good, and then they put it in a blunt. And I'd be wondering in my head, is like, well, I don't know. I don't feel like you're losing the taste, or you're kind of drowning the taste.
Yeah, that's a no-go around here.
Yeah, I can't do that.
With the exception of a couple people.
Yeah, I mean, some people like what they want to do. That's fine. But
that's 90s.
That's 90s. Yeah. I've always wanted to taste the weed. I don't want to. I don't know. I can't put. So sometimes I have friends that I give them some good weed, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in a blunt." I'm like, "Hey, bro, don't do that, bro. I'm not giving you that to put in a blunt. Put that in the paper."
It's gonna taste incredibly better. I mean, just levels better in the paper, obviously. But if you're in a situation, you got a little short, you know, a small group of people, and you guys are sharing it, I think the blunt is the way to go, because it lasts longer at that. You know.
Get that blunt high.
You know, a joint with paper between 3 people, someone's gonna wreck it. It's gonna get off. You know, somebody don't got no, you know, joint etiquette, but messes it all up. But with the blunt, you know, it stays slow burning.
Yeah.
You can make a little bit of weed last a little bit longer with the blunt.
Yeah, me, I'm
like 10
smoking.
people.
I like paper.
And you get that nicotine kick as well. That's
what it is,
really
too.
what people are going for.
Yeah, that's what it is too. Was that it with the submission, guys?
We got a few more up
go
in
ahead.
here. We got So Chris up in here saying, "Here's my take on the, I'm probably going to butcher this, Birria tacos." Birria?
Yep.
Birria.
Say that again. You almost had
Birria.
Oh no, you didn't nail it. I thought I heard you nail it. I was like, damn.
Birria.
He rolled it. He finally rolled it.
He almost did.
Then here's the tacos.
Ooh.
He said, "Here's the taco."
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I love tacos.
Those are good.
Those look delicious.
I'll never get tired of tacos.
Tacos are a love language.
I love tacos.
I tell you what, if I had to say where taco ranks on volume and most eaten food, I'd say in our city it ranks number 1. Because there's literally a taco stand everywhere. There's taco stands everywhere. We are never gonna run out of tacos in this city. Don't worry about starving people.
Right?
We got tacos. You can get taco anywhere.
You can at any hour.
Any hour.
Yep.
We are not gonna run out of food, people.
Nope.
And we got So Chris back up in here saying, "My Saturday meditation. Got a couple joints and some mushrooms."
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not rating those.
We're not rating those.
There was definitely a party that happened.
They're gonna smoke good though.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they definitely smoke good. They got glass tips. I mean, that alone right there makes those
Got you
things,
right.
Makes those things all right.
Wow.
And he's got,
That's how I feel.
And he's got an extra boost on those. That's just not just 2 joints. That was boosted with a little something else.
Bring it.
And we got Space High up in here saying, I got some cherry pie and I'm about to roll up. Cherry pie looks good.
Good, man.
It's my cherry pie.
I like that.
And no, it doesn't taste like cherry pie.
Don't fucking wait.
Oh, that's amazing.
Probably does.
And we got Wilfred Cyrus out here saying, this is our field out here in Michigan to flower. And we got 11,000 plants on the farm.
And I get a little shack. I can build a little shack out there for like the summer.
Just be amongst them.
Just be amongst them.
That's crazy. 11,000 cannabis plants.
How big and bushy they are.
Ooh.
Well done.
What do you think? You think it smells like super strong out there?
Yeah.
Skunky.
Wee.
Walk from one end of the aisle to the other. See what happens to you.
It's faded on just.
You're gonna be a different person at the other end.
Hungry. You're going to be hungry as hell, too.
And we got Bernard up in here saying, I was up in Amsterdam for 3 days and soaked up some culture.
I love Amsterdam.
Oh, so good.
When was the last time you were there, Julio?
I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was in Cyprus.
About 7 years from
Oh
now.
yeah,
It's great. every
that's all
time.
that's all them spots, man.
We almost watched a car go into the canal. It was dangling off the side. People were trying to get it. I was like, it's gonna fall in. And we were we had ourselves a nice little boat. Let us, cruised around the canals in. We're getting all blazing all up in it because you can't blaze in all of them, but we found one that we could get blazed up in while we were going. It was great.
Yeah.
I love Amsterdam. We always have a good time over there.
Oh.
I like it because there's so many different people you meet there from everywhere in the world. It's
the whole
like-
world is there.
It's like it's amazing. It's places I never could even. What is that place called? Huh? You're
Yeah.
from where?
There's people from every country up in
Yeah,
that
it's
place.
trippy. That's why I met some really trippy people, and then I'd be there, and they all trip how you're from America because we all just would put straight weed.
Oh, yeah, no,
They
that's
don't-
we're the only ones doing that. out
I
here.
know. They were really tripped out on that. They used to
Instantly
trip out.
identified with a green joint.
Yeah, and then I'm putting hash in it too, and they're like, and it's
Oh, yeah.
this big, and they're like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing, bro?" I was sitting next to some people, and they're like, "You gonna smoke that?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro.
The whole thing.
It's my 3rd one today, sir." You telling me?
To the fingertips.
Church.
Shout out to the greenhouse, man. My people at the greenhouse, they always take care of us over there. We always have a
Gray
good time
area,
over there.
what
Gray,
up?
Gray
Shout
area
out.
too. Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, man, legendary. I love Amsterdam, man.
And we got One Pop Palace up in here saying, smoking on some white dosey dough.
Ooh, that looks nice there,
See
bro.
those your partner.
That looks good.
They're giving us a bong grip of his as well.
Damn. Yeah.
Man, weeds came a long way, bro. I remember I used to
And
buy
cough.
from people back in the day, and I don't even know what it was. I just would smell and just, I think I like that. Let me get that. It would be like I wouldn't even know half of what that was.
No,
It
we
was
wasn't
just-
talking about nothing like that. It looked good. It
Yeah,
smelled
if
good.
it smelled good,
tasted
if it was that thing.
You had
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's it. How much?
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, straight up.
That's what it was called too. That fire.
That fire. Or
And that
chronic.
seems to be it for submissions, just to let you guys know.
All right, thank you everybody for your submissions. Keep them coming at BeRealTVContest@gmail.com. Did I say that right? BeRealTVContest
Yep.
@gmail.com, and we will run them like we did these. All right, so if you don't get it today, submit it. We're gonna get it on for you. All right. And now it's time to open the doors for the Insane Asylum. That means y'all. So if you got your comments, your questions, let's get it popping. Uh-oh. See what these crazy people want to do.
Welcome to the Insane
Crazy logo.
Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Victoria Pastouche up in here. Nice to see you, Victoria. It's been a minute. She's saying, haven't watched the show in a while. Been hanging out with a very close friend of mine a lot lately. Miss watching y'all and making me laugh. Hope everyone is doing good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Victoria.
Salud.
And Victoria's back up in here again saying, shout to Be Real and the rest of the Cypress Hill crew.
Yeah.
Y'all killed it at the Barclay Center in Brooklyn. Much love.
Oh, that's right. Much love.
Hell yeah.
And we got Jesse C up in here saying West Side Radio is in the house.
West Side Radio in the house. That's right. We got it, baby. Let's go.
OG.
Yes, sir.
And we got Dab Booster up in here saying, Yo, Julio, how did you get the job as GTA's DJ?
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was because of a guy named DJ Pooh that was one of the co-writers of Fridays. If you guys ever watched the movie Fridays, he's the guy that gets his chain snatched in the movie.
Yep.
He said, what did he say? My pop said, come ask for my
grandmama,
chain.
my grandmama bought that.
No, before when he wants the bike back,
Oh,
he's
bike.
like,
That's like both ours.
he's like, yeah.
That's like both our bikes.
It's like both ours.
We just keep it at my house.
He says, you know I wouldn't trip.
Got on my 40, Red.
DJ Pooh is a fool, but let me tell people a little story about him. So DJ Pooh was the one, excuse me, that got me into the game. And I'll just tell you guys a story. So one day he called me. Me and DJ Pooh been friends since the 80s because he was part of Uncle Jam's army at one time. So we used to DJ a lot of stuff that we knew each other. The hip hop community at that time was very small, so we all sort of knew each other. So DJ Pooh, he called me one day and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" But every time we hang out, we smoke weed. He's a weed smoker. That's one thing about Pooh. He loves to smoke weed. So he says, he goes, call me. He goes, "Hey, what's up, man?" I go, "Hey, man, come down. I want you to do this video game." And I go, "Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, man, I got some bomb weed too." "Oh, you do?" "Yeah, man. Yo, I got some too." "Okay, we'll see who's got that fire." So that's how the conversation went. It was just video games, and weed, right? So then when I get to the thing, I show up and he gives me maybe like a book thing like about that big. And so I had just came from the radio, so I was kind of, warmed up. So I kind of went through it quick. I got it pretty much done in 2 takes at the most. So they were all like, "Wow, this guy got done fast. This is the fastest we ever had this done." And he's DJ Pooh's telling the rock star people, "Man, this is Julio G, man. It's the radio. He does this, and blah, blah, blah." So cool. So we walk outside, and as I'm walking outside with him, he goes, "Man, you know what you just did, right?" I'm like, "I don't know your video game, but I came to smoke this joint with you." Right? That's what I was tripping off of. I wasn't even tripping off the game. I don't play video games. So he's like, "Hey, man, hold up, man. This is like the biggest game in the world you just got on, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, for real? Oh, and they gonna peel you off some bread, bro." I'm like, "Oh, I was just doing it for you as like you because you're the homie. I got you, dog. I ain't tripping. I don't know your video game." I didn't know it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas until he broke it all down to me because I'm dumb. I don't play video games, so I don't know nothing about it. So, and then boom, it comes out. It turns out to be the biggest video game. And I'm like, yeah. and then the cool thing about DJ Pooh is that he fought with Rockstar to allow me to use my original name because in the game they make you change your name. They use your voice, but those like George Clinton's in the game, but he's like DJ Spooks or you know what I mean. So they came up with different names for everybody. But me, I got to play Julio G, which helped me out a lot. So when people play the game, Radio Los Santos, the main radio station, I did that. So that's from DJ Pooh. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, DJ Pooh.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. That was like I said, when I was doing it at the time, I really didn't even know. I'm walking out like, "Hey, let's smoke a joint, Pooh." It's like, "Hey, bro, you know what you just got on right now, man?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Thanks, bro." Oh, my God. So, yeah, I love DJ Pooh. And I got to be in his movie, The Wash, also. So he put me on that also. So much love to DJ Pooh. We got to get him up here, man.
Yeah,
Got my 40, Red.
Yeah, we got him up 40, Red.
And when you guys were talking about like how many songs should be on an album, Layer Cake is asking, what's like a typical song time do you guys think like should be a song? Like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes?
It
Depends on the song.
depends on the song, though. If it's good, you might want to hear it for longer than 3 minutes.
It depends on the song.
I mean, 3 is good.
Yeah.
You know.
I've heard some good 2 minute 45-second songs.
Yeah.
Because they got right to the point.
Yep.
So there's certain songs that, if you want to attack it, like I want to get right to the point and boom. Like if you have like a really good hook, you want to get to it quicker. Like I'll give you an example.
Minute and a half to
the
2
rapper,
minutes.
the rapper, the baby, he does that. Like he doesn't have like a big old intro in his songs. He he comes in on the songs.
Oh, okay.
So he cuts all that little time out. So he's right to the point of the rap. But it's because he raps so dope, it's very catchy quick, so it works for him. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what kind of song you're making. If it's a club song, yeah, you want to do about three minutes something because you want a cool 3 verses. But there's really good 2-verse club songs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just if it has a good hook. you know.
Blur, song number 2.
I mean, how many DJs is letting the third verse go?
They really don't. No, they really
Exactly. They're cutting probably after the first.
don't.
Most.
The reference you make to Blur, song number 2, is like
that song's like nothing.
2 minutes 30 seconds or something, right? Like, it's not
Yeah,
even.
I don't
like-
even think it's 2 minutes.
Wow.
It's like and that's a just
Big song.
big song, banger.
Genius.
And we got Crazy Maine up in here saying, Julio G, who inspired you to get involved in DJing?
Oh man, when I was young, it all started with it all started because I grew up with black kids, and they was into music. And my block was very active with music, so all my little black friends, we just had, and I have Hispanic friends too, but they weren't into music like my black friends were. They all had radios, and so that's how I got into it in the beginning. One of my friends, I seen him do it at his house one day. He put up a little setup, a little raggedy setup he put up, but I seen him scratch a record. And he had went to an Uncle Jam's army dance, and that's where he had seen it. And so I was into like, damn, I want to do that. You know what I mean? So I was inspired by my friend Marcellus, rest in peace, in the beginning as a little kid. But where I got inspired really was when I seen like Charlie Chase. When I seen Charlie Chase as a Hispanic up there on stage playing, and he had, you know, the other MCs on top, and he's cutting the record back and forth. That really inspired me. That really, really inspired me, because I didn't think I could really do that. Like, I was like, damn, man, you know what, man? I can do that. Like I just got to be dope. You know what I mean? I just have to be dope. Because let's keep it real. It's a black culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and even though Hispanics were involved in the beginning of hip hop and all that, we in a way are guests in that culture. You know what I mean? In that way. So I respect it like that. So he's dope. He's got these 4 dope ass black MCs up here, and they're getting busy, and he's that made me like, damn, I want to be that. Like, I want to do that. You know what I mean? But that was really one of my big inspirations was Charlie Chase, and then really what got me into it was Tony G. Tony G's really the most inspiration I had was just listening to him when I was in high school, and that was what got me into it. Once again, because his name was Tony Gonzalez, and I'm Julio Gonzalez. I thought, damn, I could do this, because he was on 1580K Day, and it was just, you didn't hear no Hispanics on there, you know what I mean? And so it was just to hear his name, Tony Gonzalez, in the mix. I'm like, damn, man, I think I could do this, man. I gotta do this. Like, it was very inspirational. When I look back at my age now, that's what inspired me, was like those Hispanic DJs that were in hip hop, but did it to a level where it was respected, and you know, people got down with it and respected them. So I always wanted to be just like them.
Hell yeah.
We got Ghost Boogie up in here saying, for all the DJs at the table, what was your first DJ mixer and turntables?
Ooh, I had a realistic DJ mixer as my first DJ mixer.
That hard fader.
Yeah, with the click in the middle, with the little bearing. The
Damn, fader was hard. Bro. It wasn't smooth like that.
No, it sure wasn't. And it had the little meters, the 2 little meters on it. And turned it, I mean, yeah, I didn't. My first turntables were 2 broken Techniques that weren't 1200s, and then for around 16, that's when I got a pair of Techniques.
What about you, Les? Did you start with some turntables early?
Yeah, I had a Technique 1200, and then I had like the grandma turntable to match, and then I had like the first Gemini that ever came out, like 2 faders.
Oh, the Gemini. Forgot those.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the beginning of making tapes.
Yeah. I got a raggedy turntable from my cousin that wasn't no 1200 nothing. And then he had a mixer somehow, but it had it was a silver mixer, and it had a round fader. Yeah. I didn't even start with a crossfader. I started with the round fader. It was crazy to even learn how to scratch like that. But
disco faders.
Rotary.
Disco faders. That's what that is. That's a disco fader, exactly.
Disco faders, you know.
Rotary mixers.
But I was just cool with that. I was cool with that. That kind of got me started, you know what I mean, and trying to even learn how to scratch.
Yeah.
Until I got enough money to buy my first Technique 1200, because I started with 1. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't even have the pair. I had to start with 1. That's why I'm better on my right than my left, because I only would play with the right, and then the left was just a raggedy turntable. I had to just I had to like balance out till I finally got this one on this side. Oh, it's crazy.
Yo,
man.
props to my moms, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have none of that
Me too.
equipment.
Me too.
Same here.
Same here. Mom's rest in peace, man. She got me my first Technique 1200, man.
Yep.
Real.
Yeah.
What up, Mom? Love you. Yeah, she got, and I remember she let me turn her home unit stereo that had the turntable on top and then 2 cassette decks and then transistor. And if you had and I had the round click, so I could cut on the turntable
yeah.
and I ruined it and a bunch of records and I love you, Mom. Thanks.
Wow, that's crazy. I remember them units too, man.
Yeah, right?
I remember
Dude, if you but I did learn how to put plastic on the turntable, on the plate so you wouldn't scratch it up, but nonetheless, you could still mess them up.
Yeah.
And we got Ponk Ponka up in here saying, great show tonight. DJs talking to DJs. This is dope.
DJ
Word.
talk.
Oh, yeah, for sure. DJ talk. We always do this.
Yeah.
When we see each other, we always
Hell
talk
yeah.
DJ talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. Thank you.
And we got Sven up in here. Thank you so much to Sven for the super chat. Thank you.
Fun.
And we got heavy hitters up in here saying, does Les have his phone flashlight on?
Is it on already?
No.
Oh, he must
that
have
was
just
a-
turned it
no.
off.
That was earlier.
Oh, wow. No, I would have seen it.
I'll turn it back on.
What up?
And we got Dad Booster up in here saying Julio G is doing a good job hosting.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. I know this is big shoes to fill right here, man. This be real seat. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm trying. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Agreed.
And speaking of Be Real, we got Utah Hawk up in here saying, ask Julio G to drop a funny story about Be Real back in the day.
Ooh, back in the day, story of Be Real. I tell you a crazy story. So there was I remember when Be Real. So we all used to be break dancers. That's how we kind of met each other. Was like I came from Linwood and I was into break dancing heavy. That actually kept me out of the streets. So thank you to Crazy Legs and Prince Ken Swift. Those are my two inspirations when it came to that. I thank them very much because that kept me out of the streets. I'm very thankful for that. But I met them in high school and I was full breakdancing at the time. So everywhere I went, I battled whoever it was. I didn't care who you were. If there was a guy that was 2 blocks down, where is he?
Bring it.
I need to see. For real, that's just how I was. That's how I was. I don't know who I was at that young age of my life or where that came from, but it's who I was. It was like, there's a dude that said he living over here. He said he better than everybody. Okay, where is he? Let's go get him. Oh, yeah. So when I met them, we met breakdancing and all that. Cool. So we would do our little hip hop stuff or whatever we would do. You know what I mean? And then I remember Be Real. I seen Be Real after he had got shot for the first time because I hadn't seen him for a long time because he kind of left the hood and he started running with these other dudes in their neighborhood. You know what I mean? So he was a gang member. But I've known him, since we were younger. This all happened in a certain amount of time. So I remember the day I was doing an event with Muggs and 783, I think, was there. Wow. And I forgot. I actually posted the flyer of it. It was in Bell. And I remember seeing Be Real. I hadn't seen him, man. And he was like in a Pendleton. And he had a cane. And he had like his curl. I mean, he looked like a straight gangster. It was like, it's crazy. Like, imagine C-minus, like, you know me, how you know me. Mm-hmm. And then I just walked in right now and I'm just like a straight gangster. And you're like, oh, man, damn, what happened to my boy? Damn, he's full-fledged gang banging. Like, it was crazy like that.
Wow.
So I want people to understand that about B-Real. He's changed a lot about who he is today and who you see him as today. But at that time, he was a real full-fledged gang member. It wasn't like he was. What I want to say is, like, there's some rappers that over brag their gangster and they over put stuff on it. You know what I mean? And then there's certain ones they don't talk about it as much because they really was gangsters, right? If you ever listen to B-Real's music, he doesn't talk about too much of that in that way, right?
Right.
That's because he was a real gangster, right, at that time. And then who he was running with was some real gang bangers too. So he wasn't running with no little punk ass set in South Central. He was running with a set, So I'll never forget that day. That's a crazy story about B-Real. I remember that day when I walked in that dance. I'm like, damn, B-Real. I even felt weird coming up to him like, what's up, my boy? You good? But he had just been shot and he was trying to get out of that situation. And from there, Muggs kind of got him. It's like, yo, we got to make music, man. You got to get out the street, bro. You know, so because that was our homie. Like, imagine like this is your homie you grew up with, and then you just saw all of a sudden he got shot. We're like, you got shot. Oh no, bro. Like, we got to get you out of South Central, bro. This is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And then from that situation came, you know, what you see at Cypress Hill today.
Hell yeah.
And we got Zach up in here saying, found out I'm going to be a father today. Party 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Party 1, 2, 3, Zach.
Let's
Congrats.
go, bro.
Party 1, 2, 3, Zach.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Let me give you some advice, bro.
Oh,
Let me give you some advice. Don't negotiate with your kids, bro. If I said sit down, sit down. That's it. Don't when you start negotiating, you're done, bro. No negotiating, right? No negotiation. Nope. Ain't no nothing. Hey, sit down. Hey. That's it. Sit down. That's the end of the conversation.
Yep.
If you let them start, you're done, bro.
that's real.
Nah, but congratulations, bro.
100%.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
That's my advice for you.
I got to come over there and raise a hand.
There you go.
Put the slap down.
And we got Joseph up in here saying, growing up in Southern California in the 2000s, Julio G has always been a household name, along with the Deftones and Cypress Hill.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Been blessed, bro. Definitely.
And we got Customer up in here saying that Back in Black album is fire. Shout to Cypress Hill.
That is, man. Yes. I listened to that the other day, too. That was good.
Heaters.
Hell yeah.
Bring it.
And we got Adam up in here saying, maybe I'll submit a joint rating since Be Real is out.
Try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Bring it in.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what you got.
There you go.
And we got Uncle Lino up in here saying, Sir Mix-a-Lot Posse on Broadway. I still have it on the cassette tape.
Damn.
That's worth some money, bro. Keep that.
Yeah. Hey, isn't it a trip how like cassettes came back kind of? Like in the indie scene, hip hop and rock scene. Like you
Funny you
get
say that
cassette.
because the other day I was like looking into buying a boom box. I don't know why I just got, man, you know what, man? I don't have a boom box like the old days.
Like,
man, that was such a big deal when I was growing up to have a boom box.
Yo, how many batteries them things took?
Imagine, bro. Hey, check this out. My homie Marcellus, rest in peace, I was talking about earlier. I seen the DJing thing. Me and him was in the radios. He taught me how to, when we were little kids. I don't know how this, when I think back, I don't know how this little young dude would figure these things out, but he taught me how to put a penny in between the batteries to make them last longer because of the copper.
Right.
Something to do with the copper, so they would last our batteries longer because it was all about batteries.
Yeah.
You know, huh?
Oh, and that,
Man, it was your life was
quick.
revolved around batteries, bro. You needed the batteries.
Yeah.
That was like the whole life.
Like D batteries,
oh,
like
homie.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, your radio starts going down, and you got to turn it down to save some battery. You're like, oh, I'm about to be dead. I need some new batteries.
You see
I gotta
that
get
red
some
light?
batteries. Oh, homie. Oh, homie, that was.
Sounds like that too.
Oh, homie.
You get that big ass bump box now, though. It's Bluetooth.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That battery lasts a long time.
No, I know. That's what I seen.
Sound good.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Steph. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking about, man, I need me a nice ass boom box, man, like the old days. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
LL Cool J.
Those are great. Hell
With
yeah.
a cassette player?
Hell yeah, with the cassette player. dog.
Hell yeah. And then you got to get some
'Cause
tapes.
I got cassettes.
Hell
I got
yeah.
cassettes. I have a gang of cassettes.
Ooh, I know you got us.
I got a gang of cassettes, dog. So I have I want to be able to pop in my, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I found the other day was my Nirvana one. I'm like, oh, you know what? Damn, I'd love to go back and just play my Nirvana in a cassette. That's what got me thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'd love to get my Nirvana in a cassette.
Get mad
bro.
as hell when my tape got all ate up. I'm like, come on.
Ah, that was the worst feeling.
Get my pen, my big pen out.
Oh,
and
surgery.
it.
You had to do surgery,
Keep
bro.
it tight so it would knock out as many of those little wrinkles as I possibly can.
Yep.
What was your favorite cassette, though, to use to record?
The Sony.
The TDKs.
Yeah, the TDK.
Maxells.
Maxells, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
So
love
it
Maxell.
just seemed more official.
Yeah.
Something about them.
I like them TDKs.
No, it
though.
was all
Yeah,
TDK.
TDKs. Maxell, those two, like if you saw them on sale, you know.
Oh, you getting that?
Yep.
I never got the Mega. I got TDK was the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Those were great. I love those TDKs.
TDK sounded. You get the high. What was it? The high noise one.
Yeah.
Those
That
are like
Dolby.
that
Gotta
Dolby.
have that Dolby on it.
Noise reduction.
Hell yeah.
man.
And we got Henry up in here saying, who would have thought Psycho Les, C minus, Julio G, and the Strong are all together discussing jams. One love to the table.
Oh, hell yeah. I love doing this. This is
Hell
fun.
yes.
I'd go deeper. I'm trying to be easy right now. You know what I mean? We go deeper all night. We'll go all night with this.
Well, yeah, I mean, we just happen to be sitting here in front of some cameras and some mics. Otherwise, this is what we was doing before. We was doing it. We'll be doing it after.
Yeah,
Oh, for
exactly.
sure.
Exactly. We'll be doing it after. No, but we appreciate everybody tuned in. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
And light that shit up.
And we got St. Louis Batman up in here saying, can I get a moment of chaos for my dear friend and 30-year-old radio host DJ Jeff Burton here in St. Louis? He passed away yesterday, and he's a local legend.
All right.
He's saying Cypress Hill was one of his favorites.
Oh, rest in peace.
Hell yeah. Rest in peace, man.
All right, you guys want to do a moment of chaos?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Once again, I was saying, man, like, fuck this lemonade. Diet lemonade is all stupid shit. Sometimes it's more than stupid shit. Sometimes it's like the hate stupid shit. Sometimes
There we
it's
go.
stupid
There we go.
shit.
Yeah.
Diet lemonade.
And sweet and delicious.
That's tight, bro.
That's right.
Snacks, thank you for joining. I appreciate that, big dog.
Snack tone.
That's right.
It's rocking a guitar.
0% vegan.
Ooh, I love it.
And we got some flipping dude up in here saying, I'll take a needle skip over that BS Serato melting sound.
Word up.
I mean, vinyl's always sounded way better if you can do it, but there's just everything that comes with it now.
Serato takes so much from the record that you would never even imagine.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a
Like-
warmness that comes with it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, every time Psycho Les has done like a 45 set, to me, that music sounds so clean.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can't be a heavy-handed DJ with real vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're talking about the record skipping, that really affected people.
And you got to be a real record collector to love your vinyl and
Yeah.
take care of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not just throwing my things around, you know?
Nah,
like,
man.
I really care about my records. So,
Hell yeah.
Oh, they're valuable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very valuable.
Because, you know, you spent the time to go into the store and buy it for a price.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may have been too much, but sometimes you may be like, oh, I got to cherish this because I know I got it under the price.
Yo,
You ain't
see.
trying to wear it out or
now,
nothing.
Kid Capri, I seen him, like, he does not care about his vinyls. He's
I've
like
yeah.
slapping them on top of each other, like, because he's like a trick DJ. So he's
He
like
moves
slapping-
quick. Yeah, he moves quick from record to record. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
so-
sure.
Yeah. Damn.
Me, I got all the time in the world. I'm like, take my time.
No, for sure. For
You
sure.
know, everybody's different.
I saw Mark the 45 King do a set where he would 45s and then he would just, after he get it off and just bam, throw it on in the corner. Bam. Just bam. Just like,
Yeah.
wasn't really abusing the record, but it wasn't necessarily,
Taking care of it either.
you know, but it was just boom, boom.
Not even back into the sleeve.
Nope.
Next time you play it.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that, man, because you get them records messed up. And then you got to find it again.
Oof.
That's the part.
Oof.
To get it again and find it again. You know what I mean? How
Yeah.
much you going to pay for it?
Like how many records do you guys have? Like rooms, houses?
I have
Storage units?
I have a
Like-
nice amount of records.
Yeah.
I do.
Same.
Yeah, I have a nice from like 80s and 90s.
Same.
You know what I mean? Probably my stuff cuts off around the 2000s. But all that stuff before it, I have a lot of that.
Small warehouse,
Like the
bro.
classic
Small
stuff.
warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the classic stuff.
I have like two different storage rooms filled.
Okay.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I need to go in and redo an inventory and get rid of, because now there's only certain things I want to keep now.
I want to see Cut Chemist's collection
Oh yeah.
because he's got a lot. He's got a great collection. From what
Yeah.
I've heard from people talk about his stuff, and I know some people that he's bought stuff from,
Yep.
and the stuff he bought from some people I know is like a really great collections. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I just like, damn, I want to just. I know he's got like probably the illest collection. I gotta holler at him one day just to go by and see him.
And you know who else has got one of the illest collections is DJ Lethal. Ooh,
He's a record collector.
I've seen some of his storage units, because he bought like a complete record store one time and just threw it all in storage.
That's how you do it.
And he just like, dude, there's just like these hundreds of boxes of records that are just promos and all this stuff. And we haven't gone through them yet.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, I want to be there when we go through them though, because he bought it in the 90s. He bought a record store out, just bam. Yeah, DJ Lethal. What up, big dog?
There you go, Lethal. That's right.
I want to see DJ Shadow's collection.
He's been selling it, little at a time over at Rap Cats. over in Highland Park. You know,
Okay.
Muggs has done some stuff there.
Yeah,
He's done
yeah.
and Madlib has done some stuff. What up, Egon?
I definitely shrunk my collection down to a few crates of
What you
just
need?
fire.
Fire.
No, R&B and and whatever I had. Like, yeah.
That's dope.
And we got DJ Ballistic up in here saying, "Yo, Julio G, may I get a quick West Side Radio shout out for our radio station? It's KSHI 90.9 FM out here in Zuni, New Mexico.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
KSHI 90.9 FM in Zuni, New Mexico."
KSHI.
90
Spells.
points.
All right, check it out. All right, check it out. It's Julio G representing West Side Radio. You checking me out on KSHI 90.9 FM, SUNY, New Mexico. This is what it is. West Coast, baby. Let's go.
Squeeze.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Oh, good old radio days, bro.
I had to slip that one in.
Yeah, please.
Well done.
And we got Matt up in here saying, "I just came across one of my father's albums. It's a 45 by the Beatles that came out in November of 1964 called I Feel Fine. Saying it was their 8th song released. Much love to all of y'all."
Ooh. Damn, if that's a first pressing, you might have a.
Hold that, bro.
Yeah, you
Any
might need.
Beatles.
Yeah. Any Beatles?
Anything
Any
Beatles,
OG
bro.
Beatles?
Hold that, bro.
You gotta hold that.
Put that in a nice situation, but a nice plastic sleeves and a few of those.
And
Keep that.
And yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
especially those first pressings.
I was gonna say sell that shit, but whatever.
No, I mean hold it for a little bit more, man. A little bit more.
You holding
longer.
it for you.
Wait till
Sell
all
shit.
that what do you call it? That metaverse and all that goes in, man. They're gonna be loving the old school real record one day. It's gonna be worth a lot of money. It's I got a real 45. You in that meta.
Yeah.
It's that real Beatles, bro. That's gonna be worth real bread, bro.
You can actually feel
You
it.
can feel this record, bro.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
In the last super chat so far, we got Alex up in here saying, "Can't wait to blast Lowrider by Cypress Hill Saturday at the luxurious Montreal annual barbecue with my 86 Monte Carlo.
Ooh.
Peace to the table."
Hey.
What up? Respect.
Cheers.
It's like lowriding has came back like heavy again. I see it like it reminds me of a certain era in the 90s that it was heavy. It seems like I don't think it ever dies out, but I just think that there's just like this new generation of kids that are really building some nice cars. I've been seeing some nice stuff on YouTube because I actually like lowriders. So when I see like people that I was just watching yesterday, somebody was in Echo Park and they were just filming, somebody just filming, you know what I mean? It's like, but I watched their, with what they got.
Yeah.
I said, let me see what this guy got. Man, I seen some nice lowriders out there. And I was like, damn, man, this culture is just like, it's like revived again on the West Coast. You know what I mean? It's the lowrider culture is back. So it's good to see some nice cars. Nice work.
I always trip on how lowrider culture has gone as far as Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as the popularity out there. You know what I mean? Where it's like so
Even New York.
loved and word.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's so dope that it's gone from this side to all over the world.
Mm-hmm. It's fun though because I used to have a lowrider. It's actually like it's just fun to like lowride with other people. I used to lowride with these dudes from with these Crips from South Central from Raymond. They all had lowriders, and I used to go lowride with them on Crenshaw on Sundays, and we just had fun, man, because they had like 8, 9 cars. We had like maybe like
Ghost
10
riding?
cars. Huh?
Did ghost riding?
No, I didn't know.
Jumping
It was all switches and hopping. I had hops. I had hops on my lowrider. But it's fun because you go out there and you hang with other people and then you get to see other people's cars, and you just meet a lot of different people in the lowriding game, and you appreciate their car. They appreciate your car. You see things you want to do your whip. When you see somebody else, it's like, damn, that looks tight how you did that. I want to flip mine like that, or you know what I mean. So it's a great culture. And we used to love to hop, man. That was that's what my boys. They was into we was going out there hitting switches. We was just ready. It's just fun. It's just on a Sunday. It's just so much fun to do, man, on the West Coast. So I'm just glad to see like it's staying very positive, family driven, and the kids and
Boss
people.
got an ill whip, right?
Yeah, well, but
Yeah, I got like a 1966 Dodge Charger. I just
They got switches.
no switch.
Oh no, okay. I thought you had a lowrider, bro.
No, it goes fast.
Yeah, no
it goes
doubt.
fast.
It,
Yeah, no.
it doesn't go up and down.
No doubt.
Not
No
yet.
switches, just bitches.
And
I mean, growing up in Baco, I used to go with, the Baco Boys when they play different car shows, like Tulare Car Show, and we used to just go around and just watch and just look at all this, it was art.
Yeah.
All of it is
The paint jobs and just
paint jobs, and then
the
you look
chrome under the carriage and how deep they used to get with it,
and
man.
the system in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, everything that would be just perfect.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great it's like this art that we have from Los Angeles, you know what I mean? Low
Yeah.
riding. Low riding is a great culture, you know what I mean? So I'm glad it's going good, and we seen some nice low riders on the West Coast. Y'all keep it up, man, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's right.
The girls in the bikinis.
Oh, that's another thing. That's all.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
And that seems to be it for Super Chats. Thank you guys so much for sending those in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun, man.
And I also want to let everybody know that on Monday, August 22nd, we'll be dropping the Insane Track Suit. And it's part of the Mr. Cartoon set.
Nice.
It'll be dropping Monday, August 22nd at insaneclothingco.com.
Hell yeah, that's tight.
What up, Mr. Cartoon?
I need that, bro.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I need one of those, man.
So
Yeah, this has been fun, man. I had a good time today, man. Thank you, Be Real, for letting me sit in for you today. So Be Real's out on tour right now with Cypress Hill. And you said where they were playing where today? You said they're in
Austria.
Austria.
Oh, Austria.
England.
Okay, cool. Oh,
Yeah,
they're
London.
they're in London.
Yeah, at the Astoria.
There you go, man. So they be make sure to check them out on tour. Cypress Hill, of course, is rest of this year. And any shout outs for everybody? We're about to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout outs to Z-Minus.
Thanks everyone that's been hanging with us here at the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Sorry, let's say that again. The Dr. Greenthumb Show. I'll be back on the morning mix tomorrow for all hip hop at 9 a.m. on Twitch. So follow me there at C-Fan4. And thank you to everyone here. Julio G, a pleasure.
Always a pleasure with you guys, man. I love it, man.
Psycho Les, always a pleasure. Steph Tone, Dustin, Treehouse Crew, Dom, Bra, and Bolton. And of course, Dro, my bro. And DJCminus.com. Check it out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the hip hop mix.
There you go.
Word. Dustin.
yeah, I just want to thank everyone that came out to the Smoke Fest on Saturday. I'm glad that we had a good turnout. It turned out to be a great event, one of a kind for sure. And we'll be doing another one October 27th on my birthday, for my 45th birthday. But then more details will come on that one. Tomorrow I do smash burgers at Farfield Brewing. So if you want to smash burgers and brisket on top, you can go to Farfield Brewing in Lawndale starting at 5 o'clock.
Ooh.
And thanks for having me on today.
Hell yeah. Bolton.
Shout out to the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Chat Films. Shout out to the Dominator. And also 30% off Dr. Greenthumb's LAX. At checkout, just ask your bartender for 30% off, and they will hook you up. Also, I met some Insane Asylum members on Saturday at Bart's events. Shout out to George. Shout out to James from Hawaii, OG Skate Show, Heavy Hitters, Heebie Jeebie, and all the other 5150 guys. It was really cool meeting everybody. Thank you guys so much. Steph Tone.
Yeah. I want to shout out to Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, All Things FE. Shout out to you, Psycho Les, Julio G, C-, DJ Ninja Moneybag, Bolton, Ray, the Dominator, and the Dro. What's up? Everybody in the Insane Asylum, all the 5150s, the blah, blah, blah. What's the... I'm drawing a blank right now. All the Discorderly, excuse me.
Yeah.
And y'all have a great week. See you on Friday. Anyone want to get some strong gear, strong.family, and pick up anything you feel like. If not, it doesn't matter. It's all good. See you on Friday. Everybody have a good week. Cycle left.
Word up, big stuff. Yo, shout out everybody watching. Shout out for the love and Bards, everybody. See my man over here. Fucking stuff. Yeah. Whatever.
Great.
We all here. Shout out Be Real and the whole crew.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out B and everybody. In
Yeah. Bo. All right, whatever. Stay tuned for the mix. It's after this. Get ready.
That's right. You guys jump in the mix after this, right? What is it? You guys do it on Twitch?
Yeah.
What's the
B_real TV.
okay, on Twitch, man.
On
So just
Twitch.
Make sure to hop over. They're about to jump into the mix.
It's gonna be Les and Dom, right?
Dominated.
Hell yeah.
There it is. You heard it here, man.
The Dominator.
Well, thank you, everybody, for checking us out, man. Thank you to Be Real for having me sit in for them today. Like I said, they're on tour. I usually pop in here on Tuesdays. I want to shout out everybody just checking us out. It's none but love. Make sure you hit that like button, please, please, please. All right. It's Julio G. I'm out of here, man. Be Real TV. That's right, y'all. Peace.
Be Real TV.